And now, preview time. So let's take a look at what's coming your way.
The Jeff Meacham Network's Multiverse of Media. For over 15 years, the recognized symbol of excellence and the standard bearer in coverage of sports and entertainment.
JJ, Jeff, you want to kick this thing off? Because I'm still trying to process everything here.
Yeah, it's like,
who wants to go first?
Well,
Come on in. It's open mic night with your host.
you could maybe say there's really 4 topics, but it's split into 6.
The Renegade, JJ Williams.
The Sammy and Eddie Kingston thing, which one's the better smelling turd?
And his panel of co-hosts.
I am the founder. Well, call me that for today since we're going with the Jeff Jarrett love theme here this week, according to JJ.
The West Coast Professor, Jeff Meacham.
Karma is karma is karma.
That's professional wrestling! Damn it!
The Simple Man, Noah Foster.
It's showtime! Yeah! How you doing, JJ? How you doing, Jeff?
James.
Yeah.
And the He-Man, James Hebert.
Imagine Bill Burr, Joe Rogan, Paul White, the Baldies! There you go! It sells itself! Get in there!
Short his ass and shit the bed.
He's not Amber Heard.
Give it time, JJ, give it time.
Now, I'm sure Jeff has some stuff that
Dumb move, just don't pull this bullshit again. You get one.
Tony needs to stop caring about the ratings.
Bradshaw said as long as the ads are in place, we're not going to lose that third hour.
Ring of Honor does not have to be AEW light. They don't necessarily have to coexist with each other. We kind of saw that tonight to a degree.
Along with a panel of guests.
He's no longer glorious. Don't you bring that up. You want me to rant about what my NXT used to... No, we are done here for the night. I swear, James.
Because you never know who may show up for open mic night.
I leave our company in the capable hands of an extraordinary group of superstars, employees, and executives.
The first thing that came to my mind was, it's about damn time.
Amen!
I literally touched everybody in the state's trash. So it's horrible, you guys.
Peyton's new thing is Dennis the Menace, but it's funny because she calls it Dentist the Medicine.
That's great.
When Elliot Taylor came out and did Born for Greatness live, I was popping my pussy, having a great time. I didn't care. I was having so much fun.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Fuck Bill Belichick.
Football thing. We ended on wrestling, and then you bring in that shit. That's just how the thing goes off the damn rails. Brilliant, bloody brilliant.
We're here.
What is going on, everyone, and welcome once again to the Saturday Night Shenanigans that are Open Mic Night. I am your host and moderator for the evening, as always, the Renegade of Wrestling, J.J. Williams. Thank you for joining us this evening. Let me go ahead and get the man whose name is on the marquee, put his name up there in the corner like it's supposed to be. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to begin to bring in our panel. And we've got a pretty good panel today. You could almost say we have an all-elite panel. So the first man we're going to bring in is the man whose name is on the marquee. He is the West Coast professor, Jeff Meacham.
Oh, here we go.
What? I didn't say nothing.
I know you didn't say nothing, at least not obviously. No, it's all good.
I mean, we don't need you coming in like this. Just Jesus, give me a break here.
No. Hey, I gave the group and I gave the viewers fair warning 4 hours ago. Hockey Meach engaged.
There you go.
It's on now. Try me, Mucker Brothers, please today. Please do the things.
Looking forward to seeing what's going on. You know, it's going to be a good show.
It is going to be a good show. And as Walter is always so fond of pointing out, if you would like us to discuss what you are saying in the chat room, and it's not one of this man's pre-prescribed, if you will, topics, super chat that bitch. Simple as that.
Exactly. Let's go ahead and begin to bring in the rest of our elite panel. First, going to be the man who so eloquently called the PLE that we just got done watching, the man who carried me through the whole thing. Because if I'm being completely honest, I've been a little bit distracted the last few watch-alongs. I apologize, boss man. I don't feel I've been putting in as much as I could.
Oh, please.
You know, no, for real. I've been so distracted with some of the last few watch-alongs. I apologize if my performance has been lackluster, but the man who carries the watch-alongs, the man who everybody comes to see, the man who people claim is greater than a certain all-elite commentator who's in the SoCal Wrestling Hall of Fame.
That's right. Independent Wrestling Hall of Fame. Let's not undersell the man, the masked man, or whatever the hell Rigo called him. Let's not undersell the great and powerful. Yeah, screw that. This guy's better. Give me a break.
But let's also not oversell the simple man with the spectacular voice.
Yes,
Noah Foster.
Hello.
We love this man in pieces. We do.
What a show, eh, Noah? For only 5 matches, like, it was extremely high octane, pun intended. It was Fastlane. It was an indie, but it was extremely high octane. It was balls to the wall, and I feel like the matches pretty much delivered in every way, shape, and form.
You know, it's funny, for a show that took place in a state known for vehicles that constantly take left turns, this show pretty much stood on the straight and narrow. It kept it at a pretty well-maintained speed, and I don't think there were many pit stops, and I don't think nowhere you really got yellow. So, yeah, I think this was a very good, simple PLE produced by WWE. And again, it's sometimes not go full throttle. It's sometimes better to just stay in gear 3. And I think they did that a lot of this show. And at the end of the day, you got enough what you needed out of it within a manageable amount of time. So, yeah, I was impressed. So good stuff at WWE. And again, y'all are nice. I'm just happy to lend my passion towards all things wrestling and in a way that everybody can enjoy. So there you go.
Well, it sounds to me, Noah, like you're saying that you're just happy to do commentary for us on a regular basis. And somebody else who's usually just happy to be here is also here to join us for the first time ever. Big G in the house.
Big boy.
Round of applause for Big G. Woo.
Good to see you, man.
What's up, fellas?
Not a whole lot.
Good to have you back.
just to keep my producer man in the loop here, we're gonna run the tick of the results here for the first little bit, just in case people actually didn't get a chance to watch the show. And if you didn't watch it, shame on you, first of all. But yeah, just want to keep everybody in the loop about Fastlane, and then we'll take her down eventually.
That's perfectly fine. I figured to run it once I got everybody in. I figured I'd click on it, but since there's two of us in the producer side of the studio, it's perfectly cool that you went ahead.
There you go.
Initiative there, sir.
There you go.
That's okay.
Big G, how have you been, my brother? It's been a minute.
Doing good, working a lot. So basically,
working hard or hardly working?
Dang.
Working hard.
Working for the man, just to work.
I like how he had to think about it for a minute, though. He was like,
I did. So I've been like,
Hey,
I've been working. I work third shifts a lot lately, so it's just been killing me. So I'm doing my best.
God bless you, man. It's just good to have you back. And I remember those days. I do not miss them one bit. I am so damn happy with my Monday through Friday job, despite the fact they have me working now 2 weeks in a row on site. And I'm barely home to keep up with other stuff, including these prediction leagues. By the way, good job, Big G.
Is it me, or is that like too predictable tonight?
Well,
I mean, I feel like maybe it's just me. I discussed this a little bit with Noah. 4 of the 5 matches I felt really could have gone either way.
Right.
The one that I felt was the most predictable, hands down, was Cena and LA Knight.
Yeah.
You're not going to job Cena out in his first PLE since WrestleMania. And you're not going to bring LA Knight's momentum to a screeching halt.
No.
That was the easiest one to predict. The other 4 really were crapshoots.
I was even tempting to message Noah and tell him to switch it to Balor and Priest, and thank God I didn't.
I was this close. I was this close to changing it because the one thing I was considering was this the night Damian Priest excommunicates himself and goes to bigger things on his own as a champion? I was like, damn it.
And thank God for that bonus fight.
Right?
Double damn it.
Even though I got that one wrong because I said there would be a champion.
We both did. Insert prize like lose no horn here. 2 events left, guys, in the WWE League, Crown Jewel and Survivor Series. Because as we know, JJ, the last event in WWE's PLE year will be Deadline, presented by your NXT in December.
Well, as far as we know now.
This is fair. This is fair.
Oh, right. WWE might drop something in December. God forbid.
Well, because remember, they're taping. No, I'm sorry. That's October, November. There's still 3 other Saturdays in December besides Christmas Eve. So I'm just throwing that out there.
Oh,
New Year's Evil. Day 1 could be. Day 1 could be. I mean, it doesn't fall.
Resurrection of December to Dismember.
No, don't.
You need to stop that right now.
You need to shush, boy. With all due respect, you may be a host here, but I will go off the rails on you.
And if you'd like to hear Noah rant and rave about December to Dismember, super chat $20. You'll get a rant from Noah.
You know what? You want to get a rant? I ranted about Jimmy Uso being the biggest freaking hypocrite in WWE last night on City Predicting. Go check that shit out.
Yes, he
the glasses
did.
are off, and we're 10 minutes in. Just 15 minutes in. Just throwing that out there now.
Anyway,
and somebody else who had his glasses off, at least during the kickoff of WWE Fastlane, is a man who had them steamed up, much like mine were when a certain bitch emerged from an SUV.
Yeah.
I think I heard him hooting and hollering and catcalling all the way from Cal Fire Farms.
Oh,
sorry, man.
For the reliable one, Walter Cruz in the house.
Hey, Walter.
Hello. Hey, I was definitely hooting and hollering.
That's right.
I was doing some TJS behaviors.
About as loud as I heard young boy Mansfield when Shane O'Mac came out at Mania.
Yeah.
I think I heard you for that bitch Jade Cargill tonight on the pre-show.
The
difference is Jade Cargill didn't blow her quads getting out of the SUV.
I was going to say, did you hear Josh yelling for Shane's arrival or the injury?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
The answer is yes.
That was a rough Sunday for Shane O'Mac. Oofa.
Yeah, no kidding.
It was a good show, but Damian Priest, ¿cómo carajo tú no cambiaste el maletín? Yo no sé cómo carajo no lo hiciste. I'm a little pissed about that he didn't cash that in. But
see,
at least they have a built-in excuse as to why, and it makes a little sense. So they kind of dug themselves out of that grave.
Exactly. What's up, Jay? I saw your hand up there.
So going to the hooting and hollering. Even my wife was hooting and hollering.
Nice.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, my wife does too. She saw Jade and she's like, "Damn!" Like she does it too.
She's a special one. She's gonna be she's a gem that's gonna rise above the rest, if put correctly. So I mean,
what is it that you always say about your friend? Out to prove that jade is worth more than gold.
Yep. There you go. I said
not saying she's a needle mover yet, but she's definitely a head turner.
I said
she's always been a head turner.
For that guy, especially
when it comes to Fastlane, is that we didn't do more with her on the show.
Like I said,
we saw her arrive.
Yeah.
Saw her walk off with Triple H.
Yeah.
Yes. We didn't see them do anything more. Even if all we had gotten was a shot backstage of her and Hunter in an office discussing things. No audio, but just the look of the two of them talking, maybe her smiling and giggling and him laughing back. Again, no audio.
No.
But just to kind of insinuate that the ball could be rolling here.
Doesn't Hunter have an announcement on SmackDown?
He does. He does have an announcement next week on SmackDown, but
a good segment.
I think this would have helped to fuel that.
Right.
Yeah.
If we did that and then watch the bombshell come and it's not even Jade to SmackDown. Because
just wait, JJ.
It's about who do you want me to face on Raw.
Right.
You know what you could have did? You could have had Jade sign a contract, and then on the clipboard, kind of Triple H tries to hide the back of the clipboard, like which brand it says, and it sees that. Yeah.
Could have done a lot with it, but I feel that was the one place that they botched. But a man whose show is notorious for having botches is also waiting in the green room to come in. He is the man with the stats. The man who we are kind of celebrating here, at least in the opening of the show, as he did just celebrate his birthday on Thursday.
Yes.
Stat Boy Mikey in the house, and as promised, I do have a glass to raise to you. Anybody who has a drink in front of them, if it's water, soda, whatever, raise your glasses.
Here, Pennywise will
Here is to another year of greatness and stats for my brother and the Multiverse of Media's favorite statistician, Stat Boy Mike.
Salud.
And
thank you so much. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry if I sound like garbage. Today was a day of hell at work.
Yes, it happens.
There were people.
Happens to us all.
Right. I actually did lose my voice. I've been resting my voice since like maybe 6 o'clock. I do appreciate you all. I love you all very much, but I'm here with you guys for a bit. And I thank you so much for that. Truly, I appreciate everybody.
Yeah, so he messaged me directly saying that he was tired. He had an early shift. He probably wouldn't be here long. So that's why I wanted to make sure I got that out of the way before we started to get deep in our conversations or whatnot. That way, if 10, 20, 30 minutes in, top of the hour, he needs to bounce out, we don't have to worry about redirecting the flow of traffic. So
there you go.
Yes, thank you.
And I will just state the only reason this is water and not a more influential beverage is I am pre-gaming. I am prepping for Vegas. I need to have all the water I can because come Thursday there shall be no H2O until Saturday.
Thank you.
Don't be Will Ospreay.
Hey, Will Ospreay's friends saved my life on that boat.
Yeah, and they're not going to be there with you in Vegas.
No, but I'll have my Paradise Kitty family around. I'll be okay.
Be careful. So we're going to get right into things. We did just come off the heels of the show. I don't want to get too deep into it, as Noah and I will be doing our simple takes on Friday the 13th. Me and him giving that discussion. But I do kind of want to hear from everybody else who may have seen the show, what you guys thought overall, what you would give the show, whether you want to do A through F or you want to do 5 stars, 1 to 10. Just let us know what your scale is before you start discussing. And then tell me what you felt the high spot and low spot of the show were. Walter, I know you were there the entire ride with us, so you can go ahead and go first, sir.
All right. I'll do a letter scale. I'm gonna say B plus. The only reason I don't go all the way to the A is the cash in. That was the low point, the fact that they didn't do it. Even though I do give them credit that they had the built-in excuse as to why he didn't, and it actually made sense. Go figure, wrestling and making sense in the same sentence. I always say you can't do that, but there we are. The low point, well, it's not low. It's just that the most predictable part that we all said was the Cena. We all knew that wasn't gonna lose. They weren't gonna lose. So that's it for that one. And then I said Carlito coming back was a high point, except his music. I don't know what the hell that generic new theme was, but like you didn't get as big as a pop as you wanted because you didn't say I spit in the face. If you would have hit the old music, that the arena would have erupted. But you hit some new music and people were looking at each other like, what the hell is that?
Or
like,
at least use I spit in the face of people who don't want to be cool, and then drop the new music. Like at least you would have heard that old familiar.
Yeah, because people pop at the beginning of it. I don't like that Bobby Lashley's team lost. I almost changed it just because there was a mystery partner, but I never changed it. I just feel like it's bad luck. But I would have went 6-0 if I did. But the women's match was pretty fine. I'm super glad EO won. Super happy that Charlotte doesn't have a 15th run or whatever it is, but she'll get to it. Even though it's inevitable. So it's hard to keep fighting back on that one. But everything else was pretty good for a PLE that only had 5 matches. It's right up there with Wrestling Dream and anything AEW put on, and you didn't have to suffer as long.
That's fair. That's fair. I mean, everybody's got their own thoughts on the different products. I mean, some people will argue you that AEW doesn't do a whole lot of time in their shows for fillers. Everything just goes match to match to match, whereas here we've got video packages and we've got superstar highlight segments and this happened during the pre-show even though everybody fucking watched the pre-show. So some people will debate you that, we could have had more matches and less of that shit. But at the same time, Tony Khan booking 14 match cards, I definitely think needs to stop.
Yeah.
I will give you that one. But, G, did you see the whole show?
I did. Yes, I did.
All right. You can go next, good sir.
I'm going to do a letter rating. So I'm going to give it a solid A. The low point, obviously, like Walter said, I think was the predictability of John Cena and LA Knight. We talked about it a little bit before, saying you can never really bet against big match John, and with the momentum of LA Knight, how would you derail that? And the low point, or I meant the high point. Oh my god, I'm so freaking tired. The high point, I think, is that I thought was Cody and Jay winning the titles from Judgment Day and kind of seeing how not implosion of the Judgment Day is going to happen, but I want to see how it's going to be on Raw, and especially with Damian Priest and his quote unquote knee injury, and see how that plays in. But overall, I thought it was a good show. Carlito coming back was cool. Yeah, the music kind of sucks, but give it time. They'll probably change it again here in the next couple weeks and realize, okay, people don't like this song, we'll change it. But yeah, overall, I thought it was a good show.
Okay. Mikey, puck's in your zone, good sir.
I caught the main event. I literally walked in the door an hour ago, thanks to the montage at the end. So I'm pretty much caught up. I'm keeping an eye on the press conference here. I'm very shocked about Cody and Jay. I'm a little bit worried about that. I totally missed the news that Dom is now a 2-time NXT champion. So I'm really worried that these two are going to drop the belts right back to the Judgment Day. But I'm happy for them. I'm very glad that Jay and Cody won. So I can't really do a high point, low point, but basically off of what I did catch, letter-wise, I'll give it an A.
Okay.
I'll just have to go back and get all the results and everything and all that. So,
well, the results are running across the bottom.
Yeah, I mean, seeing Carlito come back, there was a big surprise too. I'm very happy Jade made her first appearance. I don't know if you really want to call it a debut. I mean, she's not in the ring yet, but it's her first
on-camera appearance.
Camera appearance on a PLE, even though we all know she showed up at the Performance Center. But yeah, I mean, hey, it sounded like a great show on paper, and we'll just leave it at that. My voice is shot, guys. I'm gonna bow out now. Again, thank you for the acknowledgement. You know, I love my family very much, and passion before principle, I guess, because the passion just kicked my butt tonight. So
what Noah always says: priorities over passions.
Priorities over passion. So don't forget, Sports Bar this week. We're doing happy hour at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific. We're gonna have our, and then right after that, you can watch hockey afterwards, because that's what we'll be doing over here in the Sevier County, watching hockey afterwards. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of the show. Stat Boy out.
And that is, we're doing happy hour for the Sports Bar because of the coverage for Dynamite and NXT on Tuesday, beginning at 4 Pacific, 7 Eastern. That's traditionally the start time for the Sports Bar is 4 Pacific, 7 Eastern. So we requested that Mikey and Dory go a little bit early so that we could do the insanity that is being given to us for the Tuesday Night Wars. And they happily allowed us to. So that is why they're going to be doing a happy hour version on Tuesday. All right. So, really quickly, we've heard from the other two. Noah, again, neither one of us want to really get too in depth with it because we want to make sure we've got plenty to talk about on Friday the 13th when we do our simple take. But just really quickly, you know, high point, low point, letter grade, you know, anything that you want to add to all of that stuff, and then we'll get more in depth when we do our simple take.
I would say again, Def Rebel fucking sucks, and they should have had the original Carlito theme. So that was a low blow to me from a presentation standpoint. Damian Priest not cashing in. I can see why they're prolonging it. At least they gave it an out. They didn't really follow up on the Jade Cargill thing, but at least the tease there, so they'll build up with that. The show had good pace. The matches, they were what they were. I didn't expect something unpredictable. Even the whole Cody Rhodes Uso thing we're looking at right now. Kind of with the whole Judgment Day campaign, I could kind of see again the X Factor JD come into play, how that kind of changed it, and I'm okay with it. The overall, the show, it was okay. Was it something that was like massively freaking awesome? It ran course, but would I put it up there with the likes of Money in the Bank, SummerSlam, even Payback for that matter, Backlash? Not really. At the end of the day, it was an okay show. I give it a solid B, and we'll talk more about it on Simple Take. It was a good show, though.
Absolutely. I definitely can't say that I was disappointed in the show. It delivered everything I've come to expect from modern day WWE.
Yeah.
I would say the high point for me was Io Sky pinning Charlotte Flair.
Yeah.
I don't care how fucked up that makes me sound. I don't care. I'm over Charlotte. Everybody knows I'm over Charlotte.
Yeah, so am I.
I haven't even been watching her as long as everybody else in the room. And I was over her from day one-ish of me turning the TV back on. Jeff comes back on camera just in time to pout and look all grumpers at me. In the life story of Grumpy Cat, we have Jeff Meacham playing the role.
And as we know, there's nothing worse than an upset pussy. Anyway, that's it. Good night, everybody. That's it. We're done. We're off the air already. We've lost Noah.
That's all, folks. Bye-bye.
But
damn it, Jeff.
Yeah, I would say
that was the shock of the night. The Charlotte Flair is the one that got pinned.
Oh, I think in my line.
I would definitely say that was the high point for me, is watching her get pinned.
And look, I said from the beginning, I expected it to happen, but I didn't want it to happen. I like Io as champion. I said this during the pre-show. I see a future potential in her as long as they do something different than not keep her saddled, strung along by freaking Bailey. It's driving me crazy.
I just want the Japanese mafia thing with the females all speaking Japanese, all heels.
I'm saying.
Just Asuka, her. That's all you got to do.
Give it time. Give it time.
The Yuzuka can be a thing.
The low point for me, probably the fact that they didn't do more with Jade. If I'm being real, like, as much as I popped for her coming into the screen, despite it being spoiled in the chat room because people's streams are ahead of ours and there's not really anything that can be done about that. So I can't be too mad, but despite, having that blown for her debut, seeing her on my screen, and they didn't do anything more with her on the main card.
Yeah,
we got a couple of minutes of her on the pre-show.
Yep.
Even if they had just done the same segment but done it on the main card, I think it would have been a little bit different. But to tease her on the pre-show like that and then do nothing with her, I felt was kind of a low point for me.
I agree with you.
And you're not going to convince me otherwise, Meacham.
I agree with you, JJ.
I'm not going to convince you. I'm just going to state my counter argument. Take it for what you will. Yeah. We don't always have to agree. That's what makes Dad so good every other Friday, because we don't always agree on every damn thing.
That's fair.
I will simply say, much like in the same vein of Mick Foley, Triple H winning the championship for the first time on Raw, as opposed to SummerSlam, more eyes on the prize. Everybody on YouTube saw Jade's first time on WWE television. Everybody on Facebook, I think, or whatever the hell they're calling their social media streams this week. All of this WWE socials and the people viewing those socials got their WWE's first glimpse of Jade Cargill across their own multiverse. So that's where it's good. Should they have done more with her? Yeah, probably. I'm not going to lie. But
the prize is Jade, and my eyes are definitely on it.
And the thing is, we've all, in some point in our lives, I think, worked in retail, and may God help us all. Supply
and demand.
You stick out 2 or 3, 4 items of merchandise. 10 people want it. Those other 6 will be going slowly. Trust me. There was a popcorn bucket with Mickey dressed as a skeleton at work. I had friends from Vegas PayPal me to buy one.
Wow.
Because it was selling out that quick. By the time they got here, and I handed it to them when they arrived in the park, and we walk in the park together, you could find one if you took one step in any direction, because the hysteria was over. The hysteria from Jade's not going to end for a long while. So just keep feeding them little bitty morsels of it every so often. Then when she debuts at the Rumble and you get the main course, it's like, God damn, that was worth the wait, baby.
I definitely had the Homer drooling over some donuts look when I saw her on TV, though.
As we all should. I don't care if you're happily single, perpetually single, and enjoying the hell out of it. Even you over here, I'm going to give you a proper look, turn and give you the courtesy of a look. Even you, dude. She's a good-looking woman, and she was looking fine coming out of that vehicle with the Triple H.
I saw them heels come out of that SUV. I was like, yup.
Yeah, it's like there's only one other person right now in WWE that can get a vehicle looking like that with Triple H and his wife, because his wife's gladly staying home and staying out of this bullshit right now. So had to be Jade.
In the words of Emmanuel Dominguez, a little boy became a man tonight because of Jade's outfit.
Yeah, TJS.
Damn, the baseball bat.
Damn.
You know what? It's one thing for me to go have to look for a bus that hit that man during the pre-show. Now I'm going to go outside and make sure that bus didn't leave a smear in my driveway from the one that just hit him now. God damn. Woo.
Wow, Big G, you really went there.
That poor boy is just getting hit by bus left and right. He might as well be in freaking New York.
Good Lord Almighty.
Actually, it's more of a cab. He should be in London.
The double-decker.
Double-decker. Be a bitch of a way to go. Double-decker bus hitting it. Damn,
Send
that's
them to Chicago with the L trains.
Damn, that's vicious.
The L
trains don't fuck around, man.
They're above the streets, man. Come on here.
This is the weirdest point of discussion we've turned, I think, ever.
What the hell is happening here? Y'all are on something tonight. Anyway.
Benny,
it's not so weird. Her husband's a baseball player. We started talking about bats and balls.
That's true. Benny, to be fair, you see, I need a drink. To be fair, I am rationing out my drink intake because come Thursday, Friday, Saturday, it'll be all the intake. Nobody drinks water in Vegas.
I'll stay 98% straight edge while JJ tries to keep this show 98% on course. JJ, continue.
Yeah, well, he's trying. God bless him, he's trying.
It's one of those things, man. The more people get in here, the worse it gets. But you know what? I'm here for it tonight.
It's one of those, there's like no topics really, so we're just going to have freestyling tonight.
Yeah, I mean, we talk about it all the time. We can have a shitastic week.
Yeah.
Full of drama, bullshit, stress, and then we come into this room and we all just start doing the goofy shit like we're doing right now, and everything goes away, and it's the highlight of our week.
Absolutely.
I've needed this night for a minute. I'm
right.
Gonna say.
I'm not
going to go in depth, but I've needed this night for a minute.
But here, let me be a pro and sit up straight and just say, if you want to hear more about Noah and JJ's thoughts on tonight's show, you can catch Simple Take Friday night the 13th, 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 Pacific. There you go.
Keep plug.
I did the pro thing. Anyway, did I negate it?
I don't disagree, Safet, but I don't think he had to go that descriptive in the chat.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Well, now I got to read it. Now you done said it.
Emmanuel already said the little boys became men tonight. That was enough.
I'm not looking at the chat. I'm working on no DQ prediction league, so I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm going to make an exec call. Even if you super chat that, I'm not putting it on my screen.
No.
You wrong.
I don't know. I'll put it up if it's got a big enough super chat.
Oh, God.
We're talking about putting it up and being big enough for a super chat like that. You were just wrong tonight.
What are you multiverse participants doing right now? I don't want to know.
We're going to go to hell tonight.
This show is going to hell.
Hey.
This show so far off the rails, the L train couldn't even hit it at this point.
In the words of Marshall Mathers, I'm going to hell. Who's coming with me?
That's right. Get in, fuckers. We're going to hell.
I'll wait. I'd rather wait in purgatory.
No. If anybody in this room is not going, it's this guy.
Right.
To be fair. Yeah.
We'll all be in the car driving up to the gates of hell, and all of a sudden we'll be like the last half a mile, and it'll be like eject. Noah gets lifted up.
Right.
Everybody else goes crashing through the gates.
God's like, nope, that one's still mine, guys. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry.
I'm just riding with y'all because y'all are my buddies, but I gotta go. Deuces, ooses.
I'm out.
I'm off Championship Network. I'm off Watch Alongs. Deuces, ooses. What the hell is happening?
I don't know. I'm just trying to check a scoreboard. Oh, look.
I swear to God, this is water. It's not. I swear to God, it's water.
To rein things a little bit in and have a better reaction from Noah.
Yes.
If we get $50 in super chats tonight, Noah will do the Macarena.
What? The fuck, JJ? Why?
$100.
Why do you do this?
$100 to go whipping Nene.
We'll watch him whip. We'll watch him nay.
What the fuck is happening here?
Hell, I'll do the Macarena for $50 too.
I don't get
There we
paid
go.
enough for this shit.
$50, Walter will join in.
$50, I'll stand and do it. Shit, I don't care.
The
Hey, there
Multiverse
we go.
Macarena for $50, courtesy of JJ Williams. Damn it. And me leading, apparently.
This is
And while we're on the topic of money and super chats, let me just throw this out here too. Number one, we're still looking for a challenger to Emmanuel Dominguez for Halloween Haunted Hangman.
Oh, yeah, that's coming up.
$10 super chat will get you into that. That does not go towards the dancing though, because that is separate.
Yes.
And we haven't earned any yet, Emmanuel, because we just made the announcement. So it's got to be $50 from this point. That's
From this
point. And if
when
I
you
can get,
super chat.
and if I can get $200 only on open mic nights to my channel alone, the Halloween edition of Open Mic Night will have the return for the entire 4 hours of El Renegado de la Lucha Libre.
Wow.
All right.
So if you want to see that shenanigans unfold,
There you go.
there you
I
go.
don't mind-
You get it?
And I don't mind standing to do the Macarena as long as Jade's not on my TV screen.
Fucking I haven't done the Macarena since 6th grade. That's still relevant? The fuck's wrong with you people?
Okay, so now I can't stand in the Macarena because Noah just showed my age.
Right?
I don't know how old you are. I never asked.
Josh isn't here, so Noah's filling that spot for us tonight.
I think Jeff and I are the
31
same
years
exact
old.
age.
I'm 31 years old. I don't even understand what the fuck 31 means at this point. 31 is just a number.
I understand that
40 club.
JJ's the oldest. JJ's the oldest in the room. No, actually, Walter, I think you're old. You said you're 44.
No, I'm 40.
Okay, 40. What month again?
June.
Yeah, I'm March. I'm a little bit older, but yeah, JJ is still the old fogey around here.
Thanks, Meech.
Mikey was second oldest, but you know he was so old his ass had to go to bed. So you know.
There you go, Walter.
Golly, gee willikers. No, that's okay. You can keep her up and keep my face blocked out. I'm good on that. I'm good. I'm good on that. I'm okay with that.
And there's the results, and there's the leaderboard, and done.
But
it's the team.
Is the one I put in here earlier still here from the other day? No, that was on Mikey's show, huh?
Okay.
Okay.
Let me see something here.
Breathe it in.
Yeah.
I know where they are.
I need to find something real quick. So stall.
Stalling. We're No, we're stalling. We're not stalling because we're not World War II war criminals. We're stalling.
Why is my phone going off here?
We are stalling for time.
TJS and Walter are tied for third. Steven, how the hell is Aaron still in first place?
Because he's the boss man. Apparently, he knows.
It's Rick. He's the boss. Yeah, exactly. He's running this shit. That's why.
No, okay, he got 5.
Not here. We will always throw Jade's frame up while we're stalling. But if you want to help me out, since JJ plugged his own super chat, you want to help me out? Just go ahead and super chat or donate to that one. There you go.
Okay, you just uploaded like 3 things, dude. Now I can't upload an image.
Okay, so I'll get rid of them. Jeez, you gotta tell me what you're doing.
I am so excited for next fucking weekend. Let's freaking go. My friend Paul reminded me he already got tickets. Let's freaking go.
All right, go ahead. Again, there's too much shit in our room. We got to start deleting stuff.
There wasn't until you started adding stuff.
I literally added 3. 4 if you count the Haunted Hangman. You were plugging.
Okay, so the first conversation piece today.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Was a topic that Mansfield suggested.
Yes.
He's not here to wax proxy on it, but I'm curious, especially to know Noah's take on this. Considering it very much has to do with his NXT, damn it. You're NXT too, Big G, but you're not the one that's here every week. Noah's the one that's here every week to talk about how Black and Gold is his NXT and this is not his NXT, damn it.
Damn it.
Yeah.
So somebody compared the 4 horsewomen and said that are these 4 women underneath them the next generation, if you will, of NXT horsewomen? Roxanne Perez, Cora Jade, Tiffany Stratton, and Lyra Valkyria. And especially when you put them underneath each individual person, like you can kind of see the similarities here. Lyra and Becky, Tiffany and Charlotte, Cora and Sasha, Roxy and Bailey. I'm going to go to you first and foremost on this one, Noah, because like I said, you're the one that's always talking about the modern NXT not being your NXT. You're always talking about the glorious days of the black and gold. What do you think about this comparison here, sir?
This comparison might well be pretty on point, except again, I still think Cora Jade kind of is a bit more of an X factor, considering she has been out of action for a period of time. When Sasha Banks first arrived in my NXT, she wasn't necessarily the boss. She became the boss. Cora Jade tried to become Mean Girl, and the bully got bullied, and that's why she's been off screen. The other 3, though, they actually do make much more perfect sense. I definitely can see Lyra Valkyria rising to the top like Becky Lynch. At one point, you think Becky is comfortable with her spot, but she's not. She wants more. They're not going to give it to her. She's going to go after it. She's hungry for it, demands it. And there is that influence also from the UK and Irish cultures. And Lyra even said on your NXT, I saw that promo segment. As far as Tiffany Stratton seems much more humble, but she has the look, and I think she has moonsault, and she can have the tools to become maybe as great as Charlotte Flair, just not maybe as many title runs in a short sequence. Roxanne Perez, the prodigy, rises to promise, perky, happy, going up and comer with anxiety, versus the fan, lifelong fan that wanted to be this, but eventually finds a moment where it's like, I need to do something different. Yes, definitely that. I would love to see Bailey versus Roxanne Perez, actually. I would love to see that be the first major program for her. But Cora's the X factor for me because I just don't know. She was the rocking, radical skater girl at first, and then she became a bit of a mean girl. How many mean girls right now are in your NXT? More than the actual Mean Girls movie that I think had a TikTok anniversary, someone told me. At this point, the only thing she's missing is a burn book and wearing pink. Danny Jordan did that. I don't even know if Danny Jordan does that anymore. I almost would put your youngest competitor with her character metamorphosis based on what she can become under the influence of Jessie Jane. I almost would put, I can't believe I'm saying this, I almost would put Thea Hale in the Cora Jade position because Thea Hale is still mainstream on your NXT weekly. I think Cora Jade and Thea Hale right now are the most interchangeable. I don't think they found that boss to take that spot. And it sure hell isn't Kiana James trying to make a business happen. But yeah, ironically enough, I can kind of see there being another generation of 4 leading women of NXT through the white and gold, like the black and gold built. That is a very on-point image to a degree. I agree with a lot of it.
Okay. If I'm being 100% real with everybody, I got a better response from Noah than I was expecting. Like,
yeah, Noah went in depth right there.
Well, I figured he would go in depth, but I knowing how much he loves his black and gold, and I won't say loathes the new NXT because he's definitely come around to it. But as much as he still, in his heart of hearts, claims that this NXT is not his NXT,
damn it,
I expected him to look at that and be like, no, fuck no, what the fuck are you thinking? But he actually surprised me by saying that he sees it and for the most part agrees with it. I am beyond impressed. That makes me feel good for my NXT.
You should.
The fact that you said that you could see it. G, I'm gonna come to you next.
Okay.
Since you're the one that always gets offended when I mention NXT and how it's Noah's NXT, and you're like, what about me? What about Big Baller T? Go Raven on me here.
What about me?
So
I know I'm not on the show every weekend, but like back when NXT was black and gold, me and Noah always would talk about it, even NXT UK.
Damn right.
But yeah, can you throw that picture up again, JJ? I need to see the comparison.
Oh, that beautiful bean footage.
All right. So, I mean, I'm going to be 100% honest. I haven't watched any of the white and gold NXT lately. I did set my DVR to record because I do want to watch Tuesday's edition of NXT. And I think furthermore, I'm going to try to give NXT a chance. I might just have to watch it the day after.
That's fair.
But I mean, I have seen a little bit of the bottom four women in action, especially Lyra, because her NXT UK appearances. But I can kind of see the similarities. But I mean, they're Bailey, Sasha, and Charlotte now. They've been around since 2013, I want to say. It's almost 10 years in the business. 15, sorry. Okay. And, you know, Bailey's come a long way since the hugger. You know, she's quote unquote the leader of Damage Control, even though I feel like Damage Control really hasn't done diddly squat.
Damaged goods, yet they still have a role model at the forefront.
Mercedes, you know, she's doing her thing in the independent scene now. She's trying to pretty much tell WWE, like, this is what you lost. Charlotte Flair, everybody's got their opinion on Charlotte Flair. Becky Lynch, Becky's come a long way since the Irish Lass kicker, you know, her Irish dancing days down in NXT when she first started to the man, and now she's literally every single woman on the top row has been NXT Women's Champion. Literally. Roxanne and Tiffany have been NXT Women's Champion, correct?
Correct.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And I know Cora. I mean, I saw Cora a little bit on Black and Gold when she first debuted as like the skater, punk skater. And Tiffany, I did too. I saw her promos when she came out, and I was like, who is this? I was like, another Charlotte knockoff. Here we go. Wonderful. But I mean, like I said, I can kind of see the similarities, but I'm going to give it a little bit more time, and then maybe later down on the road, I can give a more definitive answer of saying, yeah, they're the next four horsewomen of the NXT.
Yeah, the ones that I see the most are Roxanne and Tiffany. Roxanne has got that goody good girl vibe, much like Bailey had in your NXT, the hugger. You know, she looks like the type of girl that'll never go heel, much like Hugger Bailey did until she finally pulled that trigger.
Right.
I'd love to see Roxy heel, but she almost comes off to me as the female Ricky Steamboat. Like, she's just never going to turn.
I agree.
Tiffany, the blonde Barbie doll.
Right.
You know, I swear to God, the only reason she was champion as long as she was because the Barbie movie was in theaters.
Right.
I'm serious. I'm serious because she looks like a Barbie.
And again, she faced Lyra in the finals. Lyra, who was supposed to be in our NXT UK Big G, the NXT UK Women's Champion, fell short to Michael Satomura. Still overcame that feud, though, against, of course, the now retired Ginny. And, of course, Lyra Valkyria, who has been proven now by Rhea Ripley that she's got potential. A new fire race in her. Now she's number one contender. She's facing Becky Lynch for the NXT Women's Championship at Halloween Havoc.
Yep.
Sasha and Cora, I think they paired up because they both have the exotic looks and the badass attitudes.
Okay. Yeah.
Cora may not be boss yet like Sasha, but you look at her and I can tell she's not Caucasian. I can tell she's mixed with something because she's definitely got that exotic look to her, much like Mercedes does. And they both have that arrogance to them. And I think that's why they paired the two of them up. Lyra is the one I know the least about, but she's definitely been making an impression here in the most recent weeks, even cutting that promo with Becky on Becky this past week, talking about how she was an inspiration to her.
Yep.
Seeing somebody like her on TV You know, she went and signed up in a wrestling school that same week and began training.
Yep.
So
Valkyrie. Again, the whole thing though with me comes down to two things. Can Roxanne hold up to the pressure? Because we saw what happened beforehand. And can Cora Jade come back and prove she still has that attitude while everyone else is already moving past her? I even said verbatim on ATW View, your NXT women's division right now has more potential than Raw and SmackDown combined and is reaching levels of possibilities that the Impact Wrestling Knockouts division right now is showcasing. Including this breakout tourney with Santino Marella's daughter.
Yep. And I'm still saying it right here and now. It's going to be Kelani Jordan versus Lola Vice in the finals. Because if you look at the tournament brackets, they're on the opposite ends.
Yeah,
I thought maybe Jakara Jackson, but she's on the same side as Kelani. That's going to be the semis. She's going to get past the metaphor to get into the finals. Somehow, some way, don't know how. But she's going to get past her to get to the finals against Lola Vice. Mark my words.
As long as that TikTok reject group's not part of the finals, I'm already pissed off enough as it is with the Heritage Cup's becoming. I should be fucking retarded.
Is that the JJ? Is that the one with the whose gear is usually yellow?
Who, Jakara?
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, the martial artist.
He's Latvian. Okay, yeah,
She's like a martial artist, I think, or they're trying to give her that type of gimmick. Again, a lot's unknown about these women besides the fact they've been WWE named.
Yeah.
Jeff, really what are your thoughts, good sir?
Oh, I have many, but I'll keep it short for the sake of keeping us relatively short tonight.
Well, I'm sure we're going to get long-winded when it comes to our main event. So
well, absolutely. The awesome part about that is I get to be part of all that after all this week, so that'll be fun.
Woohoo.
We'll talk more about that later. Yeah, I don't disagree with it necessarily. I mean, based on the gear and the shots alone, it makes sense, right? The way they all appear, the actual physical photos chosen, they line up, pretty firm.
The physical dynamics are there.
Yeah, Becky compared with Lyra. I mean, like we said, Lyra watched Becky and wanted to, was inspired to work. Tiffany's very much got that Charlotte attitude and that Charlotte entitlement to her. Like she feels like, well, everything should be mine because I'm blonde and I'm pretty and blah blah blah. Roxanne definitely gives off the vibes of pre-heel turn Bailey. But I see Roxy already starting to move toward that, killer instinct coming out of her, which is good. The one that really intrigued me the most about this particular choice was comparing Cora to Mercedes / Sasha. I gave Mansfield shit for that because it's like, really, we're going to compare JJ's favorite NXT chick to one he's been outspokenly critical of? Okay, that was a great way to start your day, Mansfield. But he's not wrong, to be fair. Both of them have that, when Sasha, first came into the company, it was very much generic almost.
Yes.
And she was a babyface at NXT very early on. Both of them have a penchant, if you will, for turning on their partners. To say the very least about at least Sasha. Cora's straight jumped her own tag title on the trash can just to be that guy. So there was that. I think the point that Josh was trying to make is these four women definitely look like they have that potential to be breakout star material, like the horsewomen turned out to be. I see it more in the other three, unfortunately, for Lyra than I do with Lyra. And I only say that because Lyra Valkyrie, I keep wanting to say Taya Valkyrie. It's like, oh, wait, no, it's not her. Wait a minute. Same basic gimmick layout, same costume design type thing. It's like, just dye your hair blonde and be done with it. That's WWE's attempt to have Taya back without having Taya back. And I think that's I think that's not cool on WWE's part. I'm not blaming Liar for that at all, by the way. That is 100% WWE creative's bad for doing that.
Fair though. That's fair.
That's bullshit.
It's not even Valkyrie. It's Valkyria.
Well, yeah, Lyra Valkyria, but I mean the way it's spelled, the way it just, it's an unnecessary comparison to somebody that the character's completely different, and Frankie Monet was never going to be successful in NXT.
No.
They neutered the shit out of Tyro on that. It was awful. Anyway, those 4 women definitely had a bit, but we've all been talking about it for a while, that the entirety of the brands of the divisions of NXT have been kind of lacking. I think this infusion of main roster talent has lit a fire under the kids' asses, because they've all been working extra hard since Becky came down, since Mello and Breaker really stepped up. And in the last few days, when you hear about John Cena coming into your show, when you hear about Cody Rhodes coming down to make an announcement, that's a classic. When you hear about the Empress of Tomorrow coming in to face one of your showcase talents, when you hear the damn gong at the end of your commercial, you're gonna step your shit up.
Yeah.
These and the thing is, yes, we are covering both shows. Yes, we are covering the West Coast feed of NXT because it's so much easier than trying to do 2. I am the man whose name is on the marquee, but I am still only one man, folks. At the end of the day. And yes, I can produce both. Just, if you want me to do it simultaneously, you're gonna have to super chat enough to clone me. All right, put it that way. I mean, fly me to Europe and actually doing experiments, which is just not enough time. I have faith in the future of NXT. Those 4 women definitely are at the top of my, this looks like we will have a good long-term future of the brand. Do I believe they have the potential to anchor a division that can be elevated to that 3rd brand status? Yes, I do. Should they? No. I still will always maintain they should scale back and put NXT back as you need to sign up for Peacock to watch these kids. You need to sign up for the network to watch these kids, because having them have the pressure of having to deliver television ratings on the regular is not fair.
No.
No matter how good they are. You know why I know it's not fair? Because you're standing down the main boys and girls to go down there and help them out. And that shouldn't be their responsibility. It shouldn't be the main roster responsibility to boost the ratings, and it shouldn't be the kids' responsibilities to try to make up for it. But those 4 women, Breaker while he's still there, Mello while he's still there, the guys and gals that are still there now, I have more faith in them and than the brand than I have since the white and gold transition. I believe, JJ. I believe in NXT.
See, I hear you. The problem is I think that if it goes back to being a Peacock exclusive, nobody watches it.
Yeah.
And that's the problem.
It'd be just stuck there just as a library, on-demand library on the network.
Yeah, well, as it is, I don't watch the Peacock shows.
Okay.
The last Peacock original thing that I watched for WWE was the documentary on Cody Rhodes.
Same.
Didn't watch the one on Kurt. Never watched Level Up, which is, SmackDown for NXT.
That still exists.
Well, no, basically.
So I don't watch it. If this goes to the Peacock app as an exclusive, I probably stop watching it.
I'll be real with you, JJ. W Network, one of the biggest reasons I got it was because of Black and Gold NXT. It was literally one of the only things I watched on a weekly basis. Then NXT UK was born, then I had 2 reasons to be on the network on a weekly basis.
And I
then
understand that.
By
But
network.
I have enough shit that I watch during the week between all the movies that I have to watch to review, as well as keeping up on Raw, NXT, SmackDown, Dynamite, Rampage, Collision when there's not a PLE.
Right.
That trying to go to the Peacock app to watch NXT when it's not on USA and it's not in the forefront of my mind, probably not going to happen.
That's fair.
Yeah.
And with or without the main roster influx, they are still defeating Dynamite as far as measured ratings.
Right.
And again, we talked about it all the time. I realize ratings don't mean the same as they used to. We don't need to go down that rabbit hole. But to advertisers, the numbers still matter.
Yes.
And 57,000 people watched NXT more than watched Dynamite.
True.
And Dynamite had Edge's debut on AEW television that didn't cost $50 to watch.
Very true.
So, just something to think about.
Yeah,
I don't disagree with that.
I respect that outlook. Like I said, I respect that outlook.
As it is, Collision, Dynamite, and Rampage combined did lower numbers than just Raw.
Oh, God, I didn't know it was that bad. Oofa.
Yeah, I want to say combined, it was like 140,000. And Raw was like 150,000.
Oh, well,
man.
Like, it was still less. Maybe not by much, but it was still less.
Well, at the end of the day, the networks are going to dictate whether or not the content's worthwhile. So as long as the content's still on my screen weekly, fuck that.
And I mean, the white and gold brand is definitely trying to make a plea for people like Noah and Big Baller G. Like I told you yesterday, they just added for Tuesday the Brawling Brutes, Ridge Holland and Pete Dunne versus the Gallus Boys to Tuesday's lineup.
Oh my God.
That'd be a fun that's NXT UK right there, Big J.
NXT UK days.
In addition to Asuka and Roxy, in addition to Mello with Cena versus Braun with Heyman, in addition to the next match of the women's breakout tournament,
in addition to Cody's announcement,
Tag Team Classic,
in addition to that mysterious gong at the end of the commercial on SmackDown, and tonight.
Yeah. So they're definitely making a push to try to bring people like you back by making those type of announcements. Maybe Ridge and Butch are main roster guys now, but bringing them down to throw them against the Gallus Boys, that's like tugging at your heartstrings.
Right.
It really ticks me off that they got rid of Trent Seven. Like,
yeah, I agree.
Especially now that they're doing this throwback with the Gallus Boys and British Strong Style.
Yeah.
You know, you got three. You still got three. You still have all three members of Gallus. You know, I mean, yeah, you can throw Rich Holland down there, or you said Rich Holland's going to be there on Tuesday, right?
Rich Holland,
and Ridge and Pete Dunne versus
Okay,
Gallus.
so I mean, you got Tyler Bate, then you know he can be in their corner.
I mean, Trent Seven's going to be involved in Rev Pro later on this month, and I think he's taking on is either Tomohiro Ishii or Shigeru Takagi at the Rev Pro pay-per-view.
Okay.
Walter, we haven't gotten your thoughts yet on this. What do you think about comparing these four from the modern white and gold NXT to the four horsewomen of the black and gold NXT?
I think that's one thing that's inevitable that we always do as wrestling fans is compare, but we see what they've done on the main roster, so it's just a little too early to call them the four horsewomen or the next thing. But I do think the future generation of the women's division is in good hands. But instead of saying Roxanne is the next Bayley, let her be the first Roxanne. Instead of saying Cora is the next Sasha, let her be the first Cora. Instead of saying Tiffany's the next Charlotte, let her be the next Tiffany, and let Lyra be the next Lyra. It doesn't have to be Becky. I know we all do it because I'm guilty of it and I'm being hypocritical. We all do the whole comparison thing, but let people be the first of who they are, so they don't have to inevitably be in someone's shadow, because we automatically cast shadows over people when they have to always be compared to somebody. And we do it in all forms of entertainment. We do it in music. We do it in actors. We do it with all. But like as you get older and I get older, I'm realizing like just let people be who they are and let them be the first of who they are. The women's division is in great hands, and hopefully WWE starts booking them the way TNA knows how to book their knockout division. Take a lesson, hire somebody from them, like do something. You got Jade coming, don't screw that up, please. Like I'll throw my computer somewhere if I start seeing Jade be fed to Charlotte and shit like that. Like I just don't want to see it.
You are not allowed to throw electronic equipment anymore.
I know, right?
You already broke one controller during Mortal Kombat. You freaking fatality the wrong part of the room.
You broke a controller.
Yeah.
Walter.
Supposed to be finish the character, not the controller, Walter. Deep cleansing breaths, Mr. Cruz. Go out to Cal Fire Farms and get yourself some help. You're gonna get a little calm in you. I'm just throwing it out there.
In my life did I rage quit my Florida controller? Give me a break.
It's just cheese. But let them all be the first of who they are. Now, I understand the comparisons, and I do get it, but it is far too early in their career to do that. And plus, you already if they say they did that in their own head and start comparing it, that's where they f up, because they're never gonna meet that standard. They're gonna give themselves that standard, and it's never gonna work.
No, exactly. You know, there was a comment from Ennio about, Ziggler being compared to Michaels. Nick even said that at one of the shows I went to him. It's like, man, he got that put on him, and he's like, well, yeah, I went out there and ended up trying to steal the show, but it always was in the back of my mind. It's like, am I going to be able to deliver somewhere I can go back and go follow that? It's like, yeah, but I just don't want to have Sean's attitude with it, because when Sean was doing that, he was a dick. It's like, it's just, it's like I don't need to have that shit carry with me either. It's like you don't want to set yourself or your talent up for failure.
Mm-hmm.
And making and again, I'm not faulting Mansfield for it. He's just feeding the topic to us, which is appreciated.
Mm-hmm.
But setting up those kind of expectations, God, those four women were a rare oddity that they all came up at the same time, roughly. Bayley came up a little later, I grant you. But in NXT, they were all there together. They were all already good, and they all got great at the same time. It was scary.
Yeah,
it's almost
a four-way down there.
They did almost.
Yeah. And it's one of those
comparisons. You can compare that all four of them were in the roster at the same time. They're up there. You could compare that to the 02 OVW class, because it kind of was the same thing. You have this unique. See, you could keep comparisons never stop. That's why you gotta put it on yourself.
and see, the only reason all four of the OVW guys didn't have long-term success, Brock got burnt out, rightfully so.
Yeah.
It wasn't his lifestyle to be traveling that much all the time, which is why he does it now when he comes back. John was the only guy that, and I'm not kissing seeing his ass. Hate tweets _ Jeff Meacham, whatever. But John proved to be the guy that could shoulder that load and take the ball to the end zone for the next 10 years. Batista did for a little while, but he kept racking up the injuries and he couldn't handle it long term. Randy was ready for it, but not in 02.
Yeah.
Randy needed that extra time.
Deep water.
When Randy became WWE champion in 07, when John got hurt and he was awarded the title, Randy was ready then. Mm-hmm. When he first became the World Heavyweight Big Gold Champion, he wasn't ready. He was so immature still and so just full of his own shit. He needed that. And again, I will never, ever praise the humbling of Randy Orton, the character, in September of 04. That was bullshit to lose the title after a month. But that 3 years of having what a horrible 3 years. He had a year-long feud with The Undertaker. Oh, poor little boy, right? And then 06 only bit him in the ass because he got in the substance trouble.
Yeah.
But then he came back and he had a better year in 07. So
04 was only done for one reason. That's because they were pissed off at Brock and they didn't want him to hold the record for being the youngest anymore. So they did that to Orton. And that's why he lost it within a month. That's the only reason they did that.
That's a fair take. I don't think you're wrong either. I really don't. I when you consider that was during the Reign of Terror era for Triple H and how just like everything Vince was, you're probably right. The comparisons in wrestling will always be a thing as long as there are generations of fans that pass on to their next generation. It's like, John Cena's so great. Yeah, well, back in my day, Hogan was. It's always gonna. There's always gonna be the discussion. That's why the Mount Rushmore topic will never ever be definitive one list ever.
No, of course not.
No,
it's all depending on your age.
Yep.
Yeah, it all comes down to when you come in and also how long you stay in too. So that being said, the future is looking very promising.
And that's the other thing.
Type of reference point. We'll see what happens with all four of those incredible talents, and the rest are trying to break out or develop. A good opening topic, JJ.
Go ahead, Jeff.
I was saying, JJ and I always talk about the butterfly effect in life, but especially in wrestling. You pull that thread in 04. Brock doesn't leave, right? Walter made a good point just now. Randy Orton doesn't get elevated to the world title that quick, just to dick Brock, right? Do we get the elevation of John Cena and Randy Orton and Batista? Do we get those three where they are by the following WrestleMania? Cena and Batista winning the world title. Orton's feuding the Undertaker for the year. Do we get those three elevated if Brock Lesnar is still the guy? I don't think we do. But again, we don't know. Because it's 20 years ago and we can't, put that bunny back in the box. We got to it's out now. So there's just so many what ifs that, if you have a DeLorean and a crazy wild-eyed, white-haired scientist, then cool, you're good to go. Otherwise, you don't know. And I think the way the women of WWE have went from revolution to evolution to, okay, now what? Unfortunately, in a very short span of time, I don't think the comparisons are fair, but I definitely think there needs to be a change. A major threat of tonight was, Jesus Christ, Charlotte's in another world title. You guys aren't wrong. I disagree with the Charlotte criticism, at least the abundance of it, but I don't disagree with the fact that she should not have been in another world title match tonight. There are so many talented women on that roster. There are so many talented women that hit the unemployment line last month. For being honest, that didn't get a fair shake worth of shit. But they've got these kids in NXT that they can still, squeeze into the diamonds of the future. They just have to be patient with it. Anyway, I'm good now. Thank you.
Okay.
Fair take.
Really quickly to Emmanuel's question, who is the future Natalia?
Damn.
Honestly, I'd probably say Maiko Santamura.
Yeah, I would give it to the final boss. She has years of experience across the entire industry. You've had the first time she showed up in WCW. She's christened the final boss for a reason. At this point, she's probably in a coaching spot right now with Sarah D'Amato. I think I would definitely give it to Maiko Santamura. It's just a matter of, do you just keep her in that coaching role, or do you once again have her tested amongst the best that breaks out of your NXT this generation?
And if I'm going to go with somebody that's actually on TV on a regular basis, I'd maybe say Blair Davenport.
Top Ganjan, she comes in with over 10 years, and right now she has had interesting feuds with breakout star Kalani Jordan. Also had that feud with Roxanne Perez. Now she's feuding with Gigi Dolan. I don't know where that stands. So, yeah, that might be fair.
Yeah, just keep in mind, guys, Gigi and JC are still a thing. They're still both active in the company right now. Yes, Mandy left, but they've both not hit the point Toxic Attraction was that reined this guy back into the industry, right? But they're still both active. Thea Hale is 20 years old. She's got nothing but future ahead of her, and she's got a look that just don't quit. That little, and I'm saying little girl with the utmost of respect and admiration for her, what she's done already. That little girl's got a bright future.
Just like Julia Hart, who's 21 years old.
Seriously, Julia Hart is 21 years old. She couldn't even drink when she was debuting on television. Thea Hale still can't drink if she wins the world title. She can't celebrate it properly, damn it. But, man, there's so much. Again, I said it at the end of last week when I came over from the convention. There is so much good right now, and that's why it just chaps my already red ass that everybody just focuses on the dead wrestling stuff. If wrestling sucks, turn the goddamn television off and go read a book. Seriously.
Yeah.
Learn something, you uneducated fucking, or otherwise enjoy it. Take this man's advice.
Oy.
All right. Well, then. I feel like that's a great place to break, go to commercial break, and all we've really got left is our main event topic.
Nice.
So, I mean, unless we get some topics super chatted, or unless, as the ticker says, if you want to see Noah, Jeff, and Walter do the Multiverse Macarena,
fuck,
that's $50 in super chats.
That's fair.
If you want to challenge Emmanuel Dominguez to Haunted Hangman, that is a $10 super chat, which is unrelated to the Macarena.
Yes.
If you want Noah to whip in Nene, then we need to get to $100 in super chats. And if you want the return of El Renegado de la Lucha Libre for Halloween, that is $200 in super chats to the Casa channel. Not split amongst all three channels.
No.
But that exclusively to the Casa channel.
And that is to buy the man a deluxe fan so he don't overheat and die on the air. Okay, I'm just throwing that out there.
Because I'm going to do it for the entirety of the show. If we get done in under 2 hours, it's under 2 hours. If we're on our typical 4, I'm wearing the mask for 4. If we go overtime like we've done recently, I'm wearing it for 5. You know, I'm wearing it for the entirety of the show because got to give the people what they want.
All right, Orange Cassidy.
The commercial you're going to run, is it going to be the watch-along trailer?
Porque.
Because I want to set up so I can screen record so I can do what we were talking about for a month.
Wait, what?
Oh, okay.
You heard me.
Well,
you heard me.
What I was going to do is, since we only have one more topic,
I
was going to start one of the shorter trailers, maybe Big G's Parker Kane Promotions one.
Oh, yeah.
But then we could also do one of the other ones afterwards because I'm going to run to the restroom real quick for a quick leak ski. Since we've only got one commercial break, possibly.
Yes.
And I have been drinking now, so, want to go empty the bladder out some. So I once the one ended, you could run another one. But we'll start with the Parker Kane one. That way you've got some time to get set up to record Noah's reactions.
What?
But yeah, we will be right back after these couple of commercials from the Jeff Meacham Network, Multiversa Media, and Parker Kane Promotions.
Hello, pals. Alyssa Marino here, and as a friend of Parker Kane Promotions, I am super excited to share the awesomeness that they've got in store for you this November at WrestleCade. You'll be seeing the world-traveling Capital Championship Wrestling Global Fighting Champ Rebecca J. Scott, a rising star who's been featured on Ladies Night Out, MCW, and more, the stunner Emily J., an internationally traveled talent who you've seen on NXT UK and Stardom, Angel of the Ring Zaya Brookside, and NWA World Women's Tag Team Champion Chicago's sweetheart Missa Kate will also be appearing live. It's all going down WrestleCade weekend in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. You can catch these stars brought to you by Parker Kane Promotions on Saturday, November 25th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. And be sure to stick around for Ladies Night Out the following day on Sunday, November 26th. You can get your WrestleCade weekend tickets at WrestleCade.com.
All the wrestling, all the wrestling, all the wrestling, all the professional wrestling. Damn it! And sports entertainment.
Got it.
What?
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 Huh?
Huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
Huh?
Okay. I don't know what happened.
I have no idea what's going on.
And for those of you who don't know because you didn't see the SoCal scene, huh? Is the original yeah.
Yeah.
Nah,
So
nah.
I will definitely talk about the main event, but I do want to go off so I can actually edit what I just did, and I'll be back in a short.
Sounds good.
Okay.
What? Oh no!
Maniacal laugh.
Wait, what did you all do? What did you all do?
Maniacal laugh.
So JJ, what do you
Edit.
want to talk about?
All right, back to open mic night. Look at it.
Well, our main event is the Tuesday Night War.
Oh God, here we go. All right.
And just to let y'all know, I only evened this graphic out last night because originally it was the 4 on the WWE side and Edge, Adam Copeland, because he is the main reason they have loaded up NXT.
Oh, bar none.
The debut of Adam Copeland in the ring against Luchasaurus, the former TNT champion, which, depending on who you ask, he never was TNT champion.
Ah!
He just went out there and wrestled for Christian Cage.
I'm not going down this road again. Continue.
Stop me when I'm telling lies, Noah.
You're lying!
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. He won it. June 17th. Christian Cage had it hostage. I am not going down this road again.
I love this man.
God.
But I think it's funny because we've all talked about how WWE doesn't see AEW as competition, how WWE stated they didn't see AEW as competition. But then the merger occurred officially with Endeavor, and a press release was sent out where they discussed their competition in Impact Wrestling, All Elite Wrestling, some of the other mixed martial arts companies. So they do acknowledge the fact that AEW exists and has done pretty well for themselves. They acknowledge that. And then Adam Copeland debuts at Wrestle Dream. And Tony Khan announces during the press scrum that he will have his first match on Title Tuesday, October 10th, which I won't even go into my diatribe about Title Tuesday. I'll save that for on the air on Tuesday because it's Title Tuesday and there's only 2 championships matches out of 6 matches.
Yeah.
Just call it AEW Tuesday Night Dynamite. It's not fucking Title Tuesday.
I agree.
But your main event is Adam Copeland and Luchasaurus. And WWE thought enough of this to send the big guns to the PC for Tuesday night to do combat. You've got Cody Rhodes making an announcement, which everyone assumes is going to be the Dusty Classic.
Yeah.
Like, it makes sense. I give you that. What if that's not it, though? What if he's got something else up his sleeve?
Then I'll be shocked.
I mean, Magic 8 Ball says all signs point to the Dusty Classic, and especially since he just won Tag Gold.
Yeah.
Or should I say he won a tag team press quarter? But I digress.
That's an insult to quarter.
Well, it's not a penny because it's silver.
Distorted.
It's not a press penny because it's not copper or bronze. It's silver. So
Yeah,
it's
to be
a press
fair,
quarter.
pennies are made from zinc. The copper looks just from. All right, what the fuck's happening here? This is not how it's made. Continue.
So Cody Rhodes is going to be delivering an announcement. The Prodigy, Roxanne Perez, is going to take on the Empress of Today, Asuka. Braun is going to be in Carmelo Hayes' corner as he takes on Braun Breaker with Paul Heyman in his corner. And with the exception of it being Adam's debut, business as usual pretty much seems to be par for the course on Dynamite.
Yeah.
Fox has a rematch against Ray Phoenix. Title match number 1. Saraya is defending her title against Hikaru Shida. Title match 2. Adam Copeland versus Luchasaurus. Swerve Strickland versus Bryan Danielson for the number 1 contendership to the TNT title. There's a couple others. I'm forgetting what they are, though.
Powerhouse Hobbs, the newest member of the Don Callis family versus Chris Jericho.
Thank you.
And Heyman and Page versus Switchblade Jay White.
Explains why I forgot that one. It's Adam Page.
Yeah.
But I digress.
Yes, as you do.
So how serious of a competition now do we feel that WWE deems AEW for them to be sending their big guns like this? This isn't something they've done before for Tuesday nights. Yeah, we've seen some main roster influx lately, but we haven't seen anything of this caliber. And then there's the rumors of the Gong. Does Undertaker show up?
That would shock
Is WWE trying to make sure that Dynamite rests in peace?
Yeah.
Corbin came to the ring at No Mercy on a motorcycle. Very a la American Badass.
Mm-hmm. I didn't even connect that till you just said that.
And a week after No Mercy, The Undertaker is supposed to show up.
Well.
Bitch, why you stealing my gimmick? Be yourself.
Yeah.
So, who wants to go first? Walter, G? I threw it to Noah first last time, so.
I guess I'll take a stab at it.
All right, go ahead, G.
All right, so yeah, it's Adam Copeland's debut on Tuesday Night Dynamite, but I think maybe WWE had this already planned in advance before, AEW having Adam have his debut match. I mean, you got John Cena and Carmelo Hayes' corner. We got Heyman in Breaker's corner. We got Asuka facing Roxanne Perez. So basically, and oh my god, and the possibility of Undertaker coming, and you got Cody Rhodes making a major announcement. I honestly feel that NXT is going to be Dynamite in the ratings just because you got all 4 of them plus the possibility of Undertaker showing up. NXT was like 800 something last week, if I'm right.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm
like
gonna
857,000 to 800,000 flat.
Oh.
I'm gonna a bold prediction. I'm gonna say NXT's not gonna hit 1 million viewers, but it's gonna hit like over 900,000 viewers.
Okay.
And Dynamite,
one of them.
And Dynamite's gonna, have Dynamite ratings. It's Dynamite. I feel like they're just they have their core fans that are gonna tune in, like me and Noah and everybody else who watches Dynamite. And yeah, I mean, we'll see.
Don't signal y'all out. I watch Dynamite every week also.
I know. I know you
At
do,
5
Jason.
o'clock, I watch it live. It's
I
the only
yeah.
wrestling shows I get at a lifetime is AEW.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I like this whole Tuesday Night War thing. I don't think it's a big deal. It's just a one night thing.
Let's keep in mind, the only reason this is happening is because baseball is a freaking thing, and baseball is bigger than both these things combined.
Yeah. When sports
Let me ask you this then. just to piggyback on your statement, if they don't think it's a big thing, why load the car up? Why not just let their regular roster do battle against AEW?
Boom.
Yeah. I mean, like, I don't know. It's like I said, I feel like WWE had this planned way before Adam's debut on Dynamite. Like,
I don't know if I go that far.
Yeah, I don't know, G. I mean, normally, yeah, I think WWE plans stuff. You always have heard rumors of Vince McMahon starting at WrestleMania and working his way backwards to tell his stories throughout the year. This is what I want to see at WrestleMania 40. How do we get there?
Right.
But I don't think they were prepared for Adam Copeland to show up at Wrestle Dream.
Right, but the thing is, with Adam's debut on Dynamite, they did what, 800,000?
Mm-hmm.
So,
and they're saying that part of that may be because Warner Brothers Discovery had the show listed at 4 o'clock instead of 5 o'clock.
Okay, yeah, I did that. I mean,
but what if that wasn't it? I mean, like, how hard is it to check your DVRs? Most people have them set anyways.
Yeah.
Which a whole nother conversation itself.
Regardless of what I just said, NXT is still going to beat AEW regardless, just because of the 4 names and possibly the Undertaker going to be there. Because if the Undertaker is going to be there, everybody's going to be like, Undertaker's on NXT. What the hell? Or what they'll be doing is like what they did back in the day. Well, actually, not really back in the day, because I mean, you could watch AEW on your TV or NXT on your TV, and then the other wrestling show on your phone. So you wouldn't have, unless you have cable and you switch back and forth. But
cable.
I mean, I feel like that's part of why AEW moved Collision up an hour tonight, was because they wanted to try to get an hour worth of views while the pre-show was going on for Fastlane.
Yeah,
definitely.
They knew they would lose views at 5 o'clock to the pay-per-view, the PLE, because everyone that's got the Peacock app is going to tune in to watch the bigger show.
Right.
So by moving Collision up to 4 o'clock, they knew they'd got at least 1 hour worth of ratings. Because who the fuck needs to sit there and watch Wade Barrett and Booker T and all them just bullshit for an hour?
Right. Yeah. Didn't AEW and NXT have like a show on the same night, like a PLE and pay-per-view?
Yeah, they did. It was NXT's PLE Battleground going against, I think it was Double or Nothing.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. Yep. Okay. I knew they went head to head on pay-per-views too, but I was like, it's just like, yeah. But like I said, my opinion is my opinion, but I still feel like NXT is gonna beat Dynamite in ratings regardless.
I mean, I feel like Dynamite's going to beat the ratings, but I would like to have seen what would have happened if WWE didn't, excuse the pay-per-view pun here, have their card fully loaded.
Yeah.
I'd like to see what these kids could have done against Adam's debut, just our regulars.
Yeah.
Maybe having Dom on the show because he's North American champion.
Dom
Maybe having Becky on the show because she's women champion.
Yeah.
If Cody's announcing the Dusty Classic, maybe bring him in as a surprise to announce him to announce the Dusty Classic.
Mm-hmm.
That way you get that word of mouth. Oh shit, Cody Rhodes is on NXT. Check it out right now.
Yeah.
Like we had in the Attitude Era and the original Monday Night Wars.
You can't have surprise anymore, though, when you can see everybody screenshots a Patreon report by your journalistic integrity leaders of the industry, quote unquote leaders of the industry, spoiling everything literally days beforehand, not hours beforehand. You can't hide anything anymore. You can't have a surprise.
Especially when the company has certain of them in their pocket.
Yeah.
I just want to say, coming back in the room, watching this stuff scroll across the bottom and seeing Whip and Nene on my channel is just making me have a headache. I'm just throwing that out there now. Anyway, it's like, God damn it. Anyway,
well, to be fair, no one is super chatted, so y'all might be safe tonight. So,
well, no, not the fact we have to do it, just the fact the actual words "whip" and "nay" scrolled across my screen. I was like, "What have I done? What have we done?"
Walter, what are your thoughts here?
Yeah, honestly, Jeff and JJ, we're all parents. This is the equivalent of when your kid starts getting good enough to the sport and you as a parent have to start stacking the deck against them or change a rule or cheat because you feel like I still got to be the father and I'm going to win. But you do little things that screws up your son. They definitely see them as competition, and either their son or their little brother is starting to gain some muscle, starting to be able to fight back their big brother. So you want to do what you can to avoid them off. Otherwise, why would you stack this card the way they do? Go ahead, JJ. I meant Jeff. You look like you want to say.
There is a legitimate scar in this wall across from me. We don't play Monopoly around here anymore.
All right.
I am straight dead ass serious. It was me and my dad and my brother, and Dad hadn't lost a board game and whatever. I'm sorry, I'm throwing the wrong dad under the bus. It was me that hadn't lost the game, and I think Patrick pulled something where he was able to get a big property buy, and I just looked at him like he had shot my dog in front of me and up under the table. There, the board flew and damn near embedded in that wall. Yeah, we don't. Yeah, so I get the need for competition. I do, and I agree with JJ also. I would have loved to have seen NXT without the loading the deck against AEW presented on Tuesday. By the way, do we know why AEW is on Tuesday, not Wednesday this week?
Baseball.
Okay, TNT, TBS. Y'all got the NBA on lock, especially TNT. TBS, there's a lot of other networks. And granted, Turner, I get it. The Braves are in the playoffs. The Braves are the best team in baseball. Cool. Quit disrupting my life with wrestling when it comes to baseball. Because then it just, and granted, it's more on these two guys than it is me, for being honest. Because they got to call, 4 hours of wrestling plus an hour layover in between. So, good on them for volunteering to do it. But,
hey, the hour break is going to be refreshing because it gives me a chance to eat dinner. It gives us a chance to come down from the insanity that's going to be at EW.
Yeah.
It gives us an opportunity to discuss what we're about to see on NXT.
Yes.
It's gonna be a good thing to have that hour break in between.
I agree, and I'm looking forward to it. You know me, I'm high octane when it comes to AEW because that's just sometimes the way the product is. NXT kind of goes, kind of find high points, and then you have the overplayed advertising. So we'll see.
But yeah, it's if we were not covering this, for those of us that are on the East Coast or for those of us that have the satellite connection like I do, it would very much feel like 96, 97, 98. It's like, which one do I watch first? Or which one do I watch? Yeah. I am, granted, admittedly, more intrigued by Adam Copeland's first match in AEW. To my knowledge, Luchasaurus did not have any sort of dark match or training match with Adam Copeland that we don't know about. So this will be their first time in the ring one-on-one that we're going to get to see.
Yep. I
am very curious about that. As I said in the comments, I think it should be Entitlement Tuesday, but then Tony was like, oh, they're going to know the Bucks are in charge. Never mind. We'll call it Title Tuesday and save my ass.
Just call it Dynamite Tuesday. God.
Right.
But again, they changed the name. It's a special show. Are we covering it? Yes. Why? Because we're gluttons for punishment. That's why.
That's fair enough.
Dynamite Anniversary. Seriously. The lasting memory of that Wednesday night show for me is the last 3 words we heard on a live microphone. And we didn't really hear it unless you happen to get the international feed, which I got my hands on. That was good shit. Now, to be fair, AEW put a AEW short on YouTube, and it's looking right at Christian's face. Like you hear him say it, and he's looking almost at the camera. Go. So it's like, whoa, they done put the thing on the YouTube. So I'm intrigued by Adam's presence now because they had the temerity to have a talent tell another talent to go fuck themselves. That's tremendous. Like that's whoa. They did the thing on TV. They did the George Carlin thing. If
you can only do that with best friends too. You can only do that with those two. Yeah.
Yep. and by the way, if you don't understand George Carlin reference, please donate to your senior citizen center locally and go watch a DVD. Thank you very much. Golly. Looking at you, man. So I know you're not awake, but just saying. Anyway. Yeah, we were shot with George Carlin at dinner last night. It's like, man, just taken too soon and comedic genius.
I wish he was around. Well,
you know what though? I think he would be canceled quicker than a freaking Cosby special these days. I really think he would.
Yeah. Look at one of his specials. He pretty much predicted COVID. If you see what he said
about shit, yes, virus. He did.
Yes, he did.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he is like the sensitive when it comes to COVID. 100%. 100%. Anyway, we are. Let me hang on. Wait.
Bring it back. Bring it back in.
Yeah, I am all about competition in wrestling because we've all talked about it since March 23rd, 2001, 26 if you count the air date of Nitro. We've been waiting for legitimate, real competition. Is this really that? No, it's not, if we're being honest. But it feels like it can be. We have that aura of, ooh, we get to see what both companies, and yes, NXT, it's the developmental brand, but they've got the greatest of all time, the true greatest of all time, one of their greatest women's champions in recent memory, and the greatest orator this side of Bobby Heenan. And if you watched Dad's yesterday, you know that was a discussion. But they've got all those people on NXT. So is it really NXT? No, it's just WWE main roster light versus AEW.
Exactly.
And I'm here for it. And the best part is I get to sit here, and this is what I was talking about earlier. I managed to move the puzzle pieces around a little bit on my scheduling. I'm going to be sitting right here all day Tuesday. Stat Boy Sports Bar and the watch along.
Hey.
Nice. So. But yeah, it's definitely good to have competition. And they're poking at AEW. What is Tony Khan known for? Making big announcements. What they say Cody's going to do.
Oh, God, don't give him an idea.
It is Tony Khan's birthday that they're doing this on.
The fact that Cody's the one making the announcement, it's like, hi, Tony. Remember me?
Yeah, exactly.
Happy birthday, TK.
The irony is definitely that I lost.
Is he doing the Dusty Classic? Probably.
Yeah.
But what if he isn't? What if he's going to tell everybody that the announcement is he's going to SmackDown and Roman's going to make the announcement on Friday? He's going to sit there and go, shit.
Well, he could go to SmackDown either way. He's the tag title. He's the tag champ. He has freedom to go.
That's a fair. You know what? I completely forgot about that till right now. You're right. That's true.
Oh, there you go. That's his way.
Sorry, Cody and Jay. My bad.
He finished half the story.
Yeah, a quarter of it.
JJ come here and Cody Rose starting at shut your mouth. What's the matter with you?
But I hope the fact that if you know me, you know I love Taker. That's my favorite. The fact that you're pulling out Taker's like the in case of emergency break out of glass thing. You got an old silver bullet you need for a werewolf that nothing else is going to use. That's when you pull out the Taker. So this is definitely seen as competition because. Why would you pull Taker out of anywhere? So there's definitely
Silver Bullet Werewolf really tugging at the producer strings over there. I like that. That was good.
The irony of that joke is that before the watch along began, I finished watching Stephen King's Silver Bullet.
Oh wow, that is weird.
Okay, this is getting weird.
That's a good one though.
It's getting too coincidental.
It's October. Everything's gonna get hairy.
Everything's spooky. That's it.
It hasn't gotten weird, Noah, yet. Nobody's talking about scissoring.
Oh God.
But pretty much with Dynamite, all I'm looking forward to is Copeland. Everything you see in NXT, I'm looking for. I want to know what Cody has to say. I want to know like what's going on with everybody. I want to see the women's whole tournament. I forget the official name of the tournament, but
Breakout tournament.
Yeah, the breakout tournament. I want to see what's going on. It's like NXT right now has more things that I want to see the results of. Dynamite, I just want to see the intrigue of Adam Copeland's first match under the AEW banner.
Yeah.
So,
I want to see him.
That, and the only other thing I even really care about as far as Dynamite goes is Powerhouse Hobbs officially a part of the Callis family?
Yeah.
Will his face be inserted into the Last Supper imagery that shows when Callis comes to the ring?
No comment. Was that you that painted that, by the way? If you know, you know. Follow her on the Twitter.
I am not a religious man, but that's ridiculous.
Well, you need 12. Is it a tease of 12? And then who's
oh my God.
We've got Takeshita. We've got Ospreay. If this is Hobbs.
We got Guevara.
Yeah, we've got Guevara, so that's 4.
I just said,
Yeah,
don't make the same mistake NWO did and just start bringing way too many damn members into it. Like, cap it at some point.
What's Don Callis? He needs an entourage.
That's fair.
They'll cap it at 12 because 12 men are in the image of the Last Supper along with Jesus.
Yeah.
So they will cap it at 12 plus Callis makes 13.
And eventually one will turn and be the Judas.
Exactly.
Oh, God. Look at Walter.
And it'll be the one who came out to Judas for all this time, Sammy Guevara.
And,
it writes itself. It really
right,
does.
Jericho,
It really does.
You need to change your music, Jericho, after what we just discussed here.
We're booking the painting the Last Supper. Can we all just book our first pass to hell and just be like serious?
Y'all are wrong. Y'all are wrong.
Are we though?
No.
It's pretty much
in a wrestling sense. You're not.
Goodness gracious.
God,
and as far as Aussie Open, Mark Davis is injured and Kyle Fletcher took the pinfall in that match.
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
so I don't think Callis wants him.
Nah, not probably.
That's right. No losers at my supper table. By God. Or by Jesus. Sorry, wrong person. Go ahead.
Okay, stop. Let's stop taking his name in vain. Seriously.
I didn't take his name in vain.
Ay.
Wasn't his name?
I'll pray for you, Jeff. I'll pray for you at church tomorrow.
All right, let's get.
Thank you, big.
All right, JJ, take control back.
At least somebody is trying to pray for us. You know, we talked to Mansfield the other day, and he's always talking about how can I pray for you, and I told him flat out, you can pray that this man over here, whose name is on the marquee, gets laid in Vegas, and he refused.
Oh, that's pretty easy. Just cough up the green, Jeff. It's Vegas, baby.
Oh, wrong green. Okay, go. Noah.
I think the Rails have officially.
If you know, you know.
No. Well, okay. While we've got Noah in this mode, he was asking what I was doing while I was off camera. Run it, Jen.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I need to clip that part, man.
All I'm gonna say as I run this video clip is pay attention to Noah.
What?
Oh, geez.
Oh, come on! All the wrestling, all the professional wrestling, damn it, and sports entertainment.
You were doing the robot, man.
We We in the green room during these trailers get to watch that shit every week. And JD and I have been saying all that. It's like, man, we got to screen cap that one of these days because Noah's reactions to the promotions are the best part of those trailers. JJ works his ass off to those trailers. I'm not even going to front. But the reaction Noah gives to AEW and Impact versus the reaction he gives to WWE and NXT just makes my fucking Saturdays every single time.
It's like my reaction when we run the beginning and I hear the pop the pussy thing. It's
Okay.
every
We
time.
all pop for the pussy pop, and that's what it is. Oh my god!
Man.
But hang on. Let me hold on. It is not an intent to slight or pass haha on you. I absolutely fucking adore your passion for the business. And I say that because I've been a fan for over almost, you know what? Let's say the 7th, 33 years yesterday was the first time I ever watched a WWF program. Okay.
Wow.
And there have been times over the years where I've just been like, fuck this. Jesus Christ. It's so 1995. That's the tweet. So bad until Nitro started. Golly. But you, even when the business in your time working with us at No DQ and now with me, the business has kind of, but there's always been something that kept your interest. And I admire the shit out of that. So when I see this reaction every time JD runs trailer, it's like, man, we gotta let the people know exactly how much. Because we all talk about how much you love this business and how much you enjoy what you do for us every week on these watch-alongs, but people don't really understand it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're trying to tell everybody.
And
this
even how much exponentially your passion has grown for the WWE product.
Yes.
Since doing commentary with me.
Because think about it, Jay.
All along, my passion for the WWE product, my excitement for the NXT product has increased your response to it.
Your passion is infectious, man. I'm telling you. Because I did one watch along with you, and that was just a pre-show, and I got into TNA like nobody's business.
And you know what? If we do that screen cap a month ago, Jay, the reactions to WWE and NXT are still very much like, no. He's still thinking about it, but he's more excited about it because it's gotten. I've been saying it for a month. NXT is not where we want it to be, but thank God it's not where it used to be.
And did I just hear Walter mention Impact?
You did?
Yeah. I believe.
I believe. But
speak the brand and he shall appear.
I'm still pissed that we lost Wheeler. That we lost.
Pissed off about that.
Well, okay, but we may have lost Joya, but by God, if you watch our Impact watch-alongs, we have Nola.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I'm bummed she's not here. Where the hell's Satilla?
She's got to be busy. I did send her the link. She's probably doing her reactions in response to.
That's fair.
Oh man, where's
Well, Collision was on tonight, and we do have new AEW World Tag Team Champions. So, I mean, I'm sure she's losing her mind. So,
I'm pretty sure a lot of people at least looked at the first hour because they're like, yeah, I don't got to listen to Peter, what's his name, and talk a bunch of bullshit. I can watch wrestling.
I had remained spoiler-free up until that.
I learned from the X about that part because Khan tweeted it, but I just didn't say anything because I didn't want to spoil anyone.
Well,
appreciate
okay,
it.
fine. Okay, I didn't know who it was.
We know who the match was.
I didn't know. Okay, here's how much I knew. I didn't know Collision was going to be on earlier, nor did I know there was going to be a tag team title match tonight. So,
but Noah still has to give his opinion.
Yes.
Right. Opinion. Thing
about the Tuesday Night War.
War is such a vague term. It's such a connected industry, but you can watch anything you want through any device at any time. I just look at it more as progression and pushing the envelope, raising the idea that competition breeds more creativity. I think that's basically the case with this NXT. I do kind of wish, though, that your NXT in its true form, with the talent they've grown and are homegrowing, did this on their own, because if they're going to truly show a testament that we could stand on the freaking network, even though we shouldn't. WWE Network was our home, but you network execs fucked it up. Damn it. It's one of those things where I kind of wish it was a normal NXT, because yeah, Asuka's there. Okay, she's facing Roxanne Perez. I like Roxanne Perez. I respect the prodigy, respect her since she was Ring of Honor Women's Champion, and of course the match she had with the Lucha Rosa. You got freaking Carmelo Hayes and Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker is the original NXT prospect, straight out of NXT. And then Carmelo Hayes, he's impressed the hell out of me since he was NXT champion. Match the year candidate for your NXT, in my opinion, against Ilya Dragunov at No Mercy. Cody Rhodes announcement. Seriously, it's not Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. Why the heck is he there? I'm just saying. And then the other aspect of the people in the corner. Yeah, John Cena's there in the corner. Okay, Paul Heyman's in there in the corner. Okay. AEW for me, though, again, AEW, it's just one of those things. I'm a fan of professional wrestling. Damn it. I cannot believe Saraya's on my screen. She's literally defending a championship that warms my heart. Saraya was one of the standouts for me in women's wrestling in WWE, because she wasn't a diva. She was a standout woman before AJ Lee came out and told everybody you couldn't wrestle even to tie up my Chuck Taylors. Sky Blue handles that now. And then I look at the other aspect matches. Bryan Danielson's first Strickland, fuck yeah. Even if it's not for a title, that's going to be one hell of a singles exhibition. And Copeland faced Luchasaurus. Luchasaurus at one point, we thought he was going to be signed to WWE. They didn't do that. And now Luchasaurus is one of the most dominant big men right now in AEW, since being under the tutelage of one Christian Cage. That single 3-word phrase last week, Wednesday, has set up so damn much for Adam Copeland and Christian Cage. I can't wait to see what unfolds between there and now. JY is still holding the Triple B hostage. I think it's very funny. I'm just waiting for MJF to confront him. Maybe I'll get another promo. And John Moxley, back from the concussion. Very happy to see that. Ray Fias, one of the most dynamic Lucha Libre athletes ever. I cannot wait to see that match. Benny put it best. Pro wrestling's in a good place. You guys know me. I don't look at Twitter. I don't follow. I don't scroll. I don't click. I don't buy in. And I damn sure don't look at numbers. Numbers are what they are, but as long as the networks keep the product on television, that's all the fuck I care about. The day I don't see NXT in my listing, damn it. WWE, you had me for a moment. You came this close, and you dropped it. The day W is no longer on my screen, that breaks me. Just saying. And I think I speak also for a Big G, for we are all elite, even though he doesn't have an all elite graphic. A bottom line, Tuesday is going to be unique, but the fact that WWE, with the biggest wallet, with the biggest cushion in the industry when it comes to dynamics, branding, marketing, I mean, hell, they were bought together by Pizza Hut tonight. Again, your Rey Mysterio, once again, brought to you by a unique advertiser, not a mascot, but literal food post-match. Just saying, JJ. That's the United States Championship. Yay. Tell me when I'm telling lies. It's one of those things, though, where, again, right now, there is more possibility in this industry as a whole. And as fans of the business, not a fucking single company defined by 3 damn letters, that's all that should matter for us in the end. I'm looking forward to it. But at the end of the day, would you ask me as a fan, Noah Foster, are you more a fan of NXT or AEW? I'm going to say AEW. But this is going to be a fun Tuesday night, to say the least. At the end of the day, fans can choose to be fans of what they want, but it becomes cynical and downright childish, and shows your level of intelligence, where the only word you know how to use is fucking Mark. Hello, you know who you are. It's one of those things where, again, I'm not throwing names. What are you talking about? What are you insinuating?
Guns up.
It's one of those things where, again, just enjoy the industry with the fact there is so much possibility in the quantity and quality of where the talent can go. Adam Copeland is in AEW. Jake Cargill is in WWE. Will I see John Peraza in WWE or AEW? Will I see somebody else from WWE go to AEW or Impact Wrestling? Will someone in Impact go to AEW or freaking WWE? Somebody from Stardust, rumor has it, going to come to AEW, and Mariah May. Very curious to see what happens there. I look forward to the possibilities. I don't necessarily look at one option when it comes to my aspect in choice and viewership. But again, your NXT's gotten better. Will I still watch it on a weekly basis? No. AEW, I do, because AEW always keeps me going and feels different every week. So help me God if they do Judgment Day, Cody, KO, and Sami Zayn again as an advertisement. I'm gonna fucking scream.
Well, they got to do it at War Games. You know they're gonna do it at War Games.
Go ahead, Walter.
I wanted to bounce up the Cody. Imagine if when he announces the classic, if he says whoever makes it to the finals or wins, you get a shot at these, and he puts him and Jay have to put his titles on the line in honor of his dad. Like I think it might do that, and that's why they won the titles.
That's a fair take I didn't think about.
Just promise me one thing. Can you fucking make new, worthwhile, visually appealing WWE Tag Team Championships? Please.
Yeah, if you want it to be undisputed, just make 2 titles only and make them.
Everything else right now is gold and black. God.
You don't need the
problem. The problem is the greatest belt maker of any generation passed away a couple of years ago, Reggie Parks. So
that's true as well.
With all respect to JMar, love J Marshall's stuff. But Reggie Parks is the king of belts, man.
I'm Wing Ingle title for life, though, man. That's
God, yeah.
That's what I love.
Oh yeah.
You can't beat that. But yeah, bottom line, Tuesday is unique. Should be looked at as a unique opportunity to see how both companies push each other and push the industry. Thanks, baseball. Even though I don't watch sports, nah. But now I gotta figure out Wednesday night. Hey, Walter, you want to play Uno?
Yeah, we can.
So do a game night Wednesday night, because now I gotta figure out what the fuck I'm gonna do on my Wednesday night. That's the only thing I hate about that.
PlayStation.
Damn you, sports!
Well, no. What's good for me about Wednesday, and it has to do with sports, is I also got Tuesday night and Wednesday night at work covered. I get to go to the Kings opening night if I can work out, if I can pull the strings enough. So get to see the Kings open the season up. So,
good on you.
JJ, you doing something Wednesday?
No, I don't think so.
I might. Maybe we could
maybe
do
watching a movie.
Noah, maybe, or JJ and Noah, maybe we could do the live thing where I do my top 10 and get your live reactions right there.
There you go.
Yeah,
that's something we can do.
Help a friend with content. I mean, hell, me and JJ's got enough content in the freaking to-do list. So I mean,
right?
Oh yeah, these boys got I'll throw the graphic in there later when we have it. They're gonna be busy.
But bottom line, Tuesday is gonna be unique. I welcome to see what both companies does. Ratings are still relevant to me as long as the network keeps both shows are on the air. So we'll see what happens.
Good stuff.
The freaking cats are fighting.
Yeah. My biggest question regarding Tuesday night.
You have the war in your own house.
My biggest question for Tuesday night is Luchasaurus the right opponent?
Yeah.
You know, I understand the circumstances regarding Adam's debut and how Luchasaurus kind of lines into things, but like, I don't know. If I was booking Adam's debut match, I don't think Luchasaurus is the first name I'd draw out of the hat.
So, JJ, just to kind of extend that conversation, looking at the aspect of the AEW roster, whether they're utility or key TV player, if you wanted to book an Adam Copeland debut match on Dynamite, who would you think about? Or like, what sort of like style would you put against Adam Copeland? Again, this is not Edge. This is Adam Copeland. He literally talked about he feels free. This is the first time he felt like this when he used to work on the Independence. Hey, folks, believe it or not, Edge was actually a freaking wrestler before he was a WWE superstar. How's that for hot shit?
Yep, he's in Hardcastle.
Yeah. Damon Stryker. Yeah, Damon Stryker appeared on WWE Saturday Night or one of the other syndicated shows at one point before he signed his contract. So
he sure did. That's a good question though, because I'm trying to think of who would you pair him with.
You know what? I think Luchasaurus is the right guy, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
They're building toward Adam's first major match to be against Christian.
Yes.
Who better to start him down that road than Christian's heater?
Yeah. And does he get the TNT from him?
I don't think this.
See that I don't think should be a thing.
No. As much as I hate, and I hate to say it. That too. I hate to say it now that it's official. Christian Cage has been the most relevant TNT champion since freaking Darby Allin's first run.
Well, no. Good. You're good.
I just said clip it, James.
Oh, clip it, James. I thought I interrupted you. I'm sorry. See, I said no, but then I had to think about it. I watched recently an interview with Jericho about people bitching about him being the first champion and you're being too much like Hogan '98.
I saw that clip.
It's like your company's brand new. You have to have somebody that people know.
Yeah.
To be that guy, to put these new stars, to put these stars who have been put through the ringer, Moxley over, right away.
Yep.
Maybe Christian and Adam being TNT champions isn't the worst idea. And I say that because they call TNT champion the face of TNT. Hell, the TNT Twitter says so-and-so is our champion, whoever's the champion at the time.
Yeah.
People, whether it's a wrestling fan who knows Edge's real name, or they're familiar with Adam Copeland's work on Haven, or whatever the case may be, if they have a thing, the Rated R Superstars are our champion, just that name alone, it's like, oh, okay, so he's with them now. Okay, let's go check it out.
Yeah.
Not the worst thing. Do I think he should be carrying a championship a month in?
No.
There can be arguments both ways.
Yeah.
But to answer JJ's question about is Luchasaurus the right guy? Yes, if the end game for him starting with Luchasaurus is having that first program end with him facing Christian Cage, whether it's a loss or a win. If your initial start, your jump off point is a feud angle, whatever you want to call it, with your best friend, then you want your best friend's heavy there to try to take you down first and foremost, because that's what Christian would do. It's like, oh, he's coming after me. The hell with this. He can go fuck himself. I'll send Luchasaurus after him.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be probably on commentary.
Take him out right at the head. Don't like freaking make him jump a bunch of obstacles and just like throw the big truck at him first and just take him out right now.
I'm curious what Adam Copeland's wrestling style is going to be against Luchasaurus, and now that he's wrestling at AEW, how that changes his in-ring dynamic.
That is a humongous dude too.
Yeah, he was on the cruises. He is a big, solid motherfucker. He's a big guy. Like, but you guys pointed on the chat the other day. Adam's 6'1". He's not a tiny man himself.
And he's already
he's not 6'1". He's 6'4".
6'4". Sorry, that 1'4". I have shitty. Whatever. I'm looking at this chat like this. Sorry. But either way, again, he's not one of those like Billy Gunn types. Like, you don't realize how big these guys are. It's like, oh shit. Yeah. So I don't think he's necessarily the wrong person in that respect. But Noah did ask you, who would you put if it wasn't Luchasaurus, Jay?
That's a tough ass question. I can see Jeff. I can see the clock's turning.
I think JJ was looking at the roster. That's why he had like a light on. I thought he was looking at the roster.
Well, I was thinking of some people, but I don't know. Like, the problem is I don't know if any of them truly make sense.
Okay.
Right.
And that's the thing, because he came out and attacking Christian and his, for lack of a better term, his coalition.
Nick Wayne and Luchasaurus, and also good reference.
So I would think logic would dictate that he'd go after Nick Wayne first, because Christian is chicken shit heel enough that he would make him go through Nick Wayne to get to Luchasaurus, to get to Christian.
That's what I was thinking.
I don't know if I would put Wayne in the ring with Adam. He's too green and he's got neck issues.
He's an 18-year-old rookie.
Yeah.
Who better than a seasoned fucking legend to help get him over, even in defeat?
That's true.
Billy Starks is also 18 years old. Billy Starks and Nick Wayne are two of the youngest signings AEW have had their first preview appearance. Congratulations to them. And Billy Starks right now is underneath, I would say, the mentorship of one of the best female competitors right now in the business and best female champions, Athena.
I mean, when you figure that Edge made his pay-per-view debut at SummerSlam in '98, and he celebrated his 25th year in WWE earlier this year.
Yeah.
Even if you don't count the indie runtime, a 25-year vet putting over an 18-year-old kid. Again, even if Nick Wayne loses,
right,
who better to help make him shine?
Yeah.
The fact that he just gave him a chance.
Exactly. That's going to already put that shine on him.
Exactly. I don't want to steal from what Big G might say, so I was going to say something about the Nick Wayne thing, but go ahead, G.
No, I was gonna say we also got to factor in Darby Allin and Sting. So we're probably gonna get a six-man out of
tag
this
at Full Gear. I can see it now because the long burn game, to JJ's point, it's got to be Adam Cole versus Christian Cage. Now, whether the TNT title is included, it might be just an extra thing at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I called it at Wrestle Dream, 6-man tag at Full Gear.
You did.
Yeah, it's got to be. But then you got to factor in the TNT title, whoever wins on Tuesday, Swerve or Danielson.
That's gonna be good.
And what's funny, the minute JJ said that, I was checking, okay, if I get to the forum in the morning, try to score interviews before I head down to Disney for open mic night. It's like I was doing the calculations already. It's not gonna work. Anyway,
I just want this to lead to maybe like a year from now where Adam can convince Ken to turn a new leaf and they can be faces together and be a team again.
That's the end
because
game.
you gotta eventually get there.
That's the end game.
That's the end game. Like maybe a year from now or something. It's shit to even do the trios with Jericho. Like I said, can you imagine that?
So I'll make the point I was going to make about Nick Wayne first, and then I'll answer what you just said, Walter, because it was really good, and I really want to. What I would do is what they're doing. Have Luchasaurus be first, because Nick Wayne's Christian Cage is his new dad. He wants to protect his son. He wants to protect his new family. But when Luchasaurus drops the ball, Christian Cage will throw his kid to the wolves. Just sacrifice him at all costs to keep him away from Adam. Now, as far as Christian and Adam teaming up at the end game here, there's a show called Forbidden Door once a year. Yes.
Yes.
Christian Cage, Adam Copeland versus Matt and Jeff Hardy if they're both healthy and sober, versus Brother Ray, Bully Ray, and Devon.
If Devon can still go again, he had 2 back surgeries, and we saw he was able to hold up at least during that one match. But I honestly don't know if Devon has another match in him, man, to be fair.
But if he does, can you imagine the 2000, 2001, 2002 fans like us seeing those 3 teams on our? And I get they're old. I get I'm reaching here, but just for the nostalgia of it, the 3 greatest tag teams, arguably, besides the Outlaws, of the Attitude Era,
fair,
on Tony's pay-per-view.
The
Fanboy and Tony would be a puddle.
I would pay the $50 for that one.
Well,
I would too.
Probably no, it won't be 50, but that'll be a conversation for another open mic night. But as far as this topic goes, bottom line, be excited to be a fan of wrestling, fuck tribalism, and fuck your simple, non-clear-minded foolishness if you truly believe only one company matters at the end of the day.
Well, there was a good point made on another show. I'm not going to throw out the name again because I get that fucker way too much free promotion as it is. But I'm okay with tribalism, just not the toxic levels of it. Be proud of what you like, but don't, discourage or disparage the brands you don't like. Just because you don't like the chocolate ice cream at this location doesn't mean I don't.
Fair.
Just because you don't like the Whopper doesn't mean I have to hate it too. I'm not a fan of the Whopper. I'm just throwing it.
I'm not a fan of the Whopper either.
We don't have to hate just because so and so hates. We don't have to like because so and so likes.
Right. Yeah.
We don't have the things we have to do. We have to eat. We have to stay hydrated. We have to bathe as human beings because, goddamn, and we need to regenerate. We need to sleep. And as adults in civilized society, we have to be productive members of society and be employed and put into the system and benefit from the system when we get too old to product in the system. Other than that, we don't have to do a fucking thing. We just need to sit back and enjoy life and enjoy professional wrestling. We need to get the shirts out there. Buy the shirt. It's on the damn Pro Wrestling Tees, folks.
I'll mark it myself.
I know you don't market yourself. I'm not even trying to market the shirt. I'm marketing this guy as the beacon of positivity he is. And just golly, if we all listen to him more often especially about wrestling, for crying out loud. Damn it. Seriously.
Just let people be happy. If Adam's happy doing what he wants to do, be happy
Seriously.
for him.
I was going to put that big 4-tweet thing he put out on whatever it was, Monday on because YouTube, and I completely forgot. But man, if he ain't right, I've never understood it.
I tweeted the other day. I said Adam, Saraya, and Daniel Bryan were all told no at some point. You can't do this anymore. The fact that the three of them are on our TV still doing it, you got to be happy. I don't give a shit what company they're doing it. Just thank goodness they get to do what they love.
Amen.
Yeah, they were told never again. Christian Cage was told never again. Forgive me, no, the Japanese gentleman that debuted in AEW that was told he had a similar injury. He was never going to wrestle again.
Oh, Katsuyori Shibata.
Shibata, thank you. Shibata was told never again. Steve Austin was told never again.
Think of Ciabatta bread, and you'll remember his name all the time.
Vince fell off of a cage in 1999. His doctor said, "Don't do it again." He kept wrestling. Vince broke his coccyx in 2006, and stupid ass was still wrestling. I'm not trying to praise Vince McMahon's intelligence when it comes to being in the ring because he's older and shit. I'm just throwing him out. Don't let anybody tell you can't do without exploring every single alternative to the word no. Period.
Options is a beautiful thing.
And so is the wrestling industry in 2023.
It is. There's a Benny in the chat room. Person's in a good place right now.
Oh, yeah.
People just need to realize it.
Yeah. Noah making the alley-oop. I threw that right up to Noah.
Yeah, he did. Wrestling is so good right now. Seriously.
Can you imagine if you had Michael Jordan, LeBron James, and Kobe Bryant all on the same team?
God damn.
Can you imagine the ticket prices, though?
I know.
Damn, no one knows
WrestleMania's times 10.
No one knows more sports than Aaron does.
If they played in LA, New York, and Chicago, nobody could go to the games. They couldn't afford it.
To be fair, Chicago, that's a conversation for another day. Chicago right now, I don't know how that city hasn't been sunk again because golly. Every time, hey, wrestling, Chicago.
AEW, Chicago.
Impact Wrestling, Chicago.
No shit, huh? Survivor Series, Chicago. I am so happy to be able to provide a platform for quality wrestling fans to express their thing. And I'm so grateful to the man to my immediate left on screen, the man to my far left on the screen. Even though we're seeing his avatar with a scar on his mouth, I'm still happy to have him. Because without those two guys, anchoring these watch-alongs and, and the simple takes and the predictions and everything, I've found that if we have an attitude of gratitude rather than toxic tribalism, pretty much can't go wrong. Yeah. At least in professional wrestling. Other sports, like I said at 4:00, hockey season. If you're not a Kings fan, don't bother me for 82 weeks. 81 games, whatever it is.
Right.
Don't come at me. Having to go into Vegas next week, knowing how bad they whooped on us in the third period of that, I'm just like,
Jeff, at least you didn't do what my team did. Gave up a 3-0 lead to the fucking Flyers and let them come back. And
And hey, again, we're totally going off sports here. Sorry, Noah, but
don't worry.
Dodgers in game 1. I am glad I'm at home with my brother right now. He's probably sobbing into his cereal right now. Good Lord. Oh, rough game 1 for the Dodgers, but it was a great day for wrestling. Fastlane, as short as the card was awesome.
Yeah, it was.
And this has been a quality, good open mic night for the last 2.5 hours, and I'm glad we got to explore what topics we did have. So
or Noah and JJ, who had their voices used for all the watch along, and then had to run right into this.
And then JJ knows what he gets into every week, and he welcomes it. And again, I speak on behalf of the multiverse, and we say again, JJ, we thank you for encouraging it, creating it, progressing it, And more often than not, allowing it, even if it means watching stuff like Batman Forever to save your sanity.
Hey, I watched it the other day as an adult. It's not as bad as I thought.
Okay. No. Watching Batman Forever for your sanity is okay. Watching Batman and Robin for your sanity is oxymoron.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Accurate. Hey, there's Latilla, and she likes Batman Forever.
No, JJ. Look, I think we got her. Yeah, JJ's. If I'm your favorite, still Batman Forever, right? There you go.
The man speaks volumes without saying a single word.
That's okay. We're all tired. It's been a long week.
Yeah.
I'm still fine. I'm just waiting to give off the other matches I would have liked to seen Adam Copeland go against.
Go ahead.
You know, I mean, I was asked a question, and I haven't even been able to give my answers really.
As it does sometimes. But go ahead, brother.
Again, I don't know how many of them make sense, but I think about the younger talent that is there and that I would rather see Adam work with as opposed to a guy like Luchasaurus. And one of the first names that comes to my mind is Kyle Fletcher. Especially considering the fact that Mark Davis is once again out on injury. You know, that's why we had Fletcher replace Guevara in that match this week and kind of, you know, trying to join the Callis family. But I'd love to see Adam versus him.
Okay.
I'd like to see him and Nick Wayne more than Luchasaurus. I'd like to see him versus Ricky Starks.
That's a good one.
There's, like I said, there's just a number of people, and I get the fact that you want to get to Christian, but I don't know if Luchasaurus is the right first opponent, personally.
Lucha seems like he should probably be the final boss before Christian. Not your
like
first
I
one.
said, you go to Nick Wayne, then you go to Lucha, then you go to Christian. You run through the gauntlet. Yeah, Copeland versus Ospreay would be awesome. Omega, I think that's like a final boss thing. You wait on Omega. You build to Omega.
That's a big time match up there with freaking Kazuchika Okada, and God take my money if that happens.
That's a pay-per-view match.
Yeah, Adam versus Adam Page. You know, Battle of the Adams, if you will.
With Roderick Strong screaming, Adam!
Right? We lost Jeff, apparently.
Technical difficulties. How about Daniel Garcia?
That would be good.
I could see that.
Good too.
Well, he listed a whole name of people, didn't he?
Yeah, he said that when he first looked at the roster, there were like 14 names. You know, he said he had never been in the ring with Samoa Joe.
Oh my dude!
I don't know if that would be a debut match, but I definitely would like to see him versus Joe. I'd like to see him versus Cole. Obviously, Cole is injured for right now.
Yeah.
So you have to wait if that's a kayfabe injury or a legit injury.
Imagine him versus Bryan Danielson, but you can't do it because he's on that retirement thing. If he loses, he retires, right?
No,
maybe he just said that he's got one more year.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. So maybe you can do that.
He didn't give the Mickey James or the Ric Flair, you know, when I lose, I retire.
No.
He just said that basically got 1 year from this date.
And Mickey James is facing Trinity this year at Bound for Glory for the Knockouts World Championship. So much for that whole retirement thing.
That would be a hell of a match. Him and Daniel Bryan on AEW. I mean, Have we seen that in WWE? We've seen that, right? Or no? Because when he was coming up, I think that's when Edge retired.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's you're absolutely right.
I mean, they were on the same team at SummerSlam 2010.
Yeah, and they were in the triple threat with Roman Reigns at WrestleMania.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's true. There you
But
go.
not singles, not a singles.
I'm gonna look. I'm gonna do some research.
All right,
Okay.
you do that.
I mean, I'd like to see Adam versus Jericho again.
Yes, the whole idea about the whole spear versus spear. I think I even told you that WrestleMania 26 when we talked about Adam Copeland and stuff. When you saw the Canadian Summit backstage with Renee Paquette, another great thing out of Canada, eh? Which was hilarious.
Miro versus Adam. If you freaking push Miro the right way first.
Well, we don't know which way Miro's going right now because the Redeemer is looking to be redeemed, but he's going to go his own way without CJ Perry. Yes.
I found something on YouTube from a Raw 13 years ago. Daniel Bryan versus Edge.
There you go.
1-on-1.
Okay, so they have done the 1-on-1.
Yeah, 10 years ago. But yeah, and then the main event at WrestleMania. But yeah.
Again, JJ, look at how much young talent and veteran talent that Adam Coleman has a chance to go up against or work with. It's insane.
You know what it comes down to? Everything we just talked about and mentioned for the last 15, 20 minutes is the fucking reason Adam Copeland signed with AEW. Because that right there, all these options we just gave.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. I mean, hell, some of these people were in WWE while he was there, and he didn't get the opportunity to go against them.
Yeah.
Nope.
Him versus Darby, I want to see.
Exactly. Darby would be great too. I still want to see him versus Steen.
Yeah.
I still cannot believe that he has never been in the ring with Sting prior to wrestling.
Never even interacted with him. That
baffles me to this day.
I mean,
Not a
you got
backstage
to remember,
thing,
Sting was in WCW.
Well, he was also in WWE for a point.
Yeah,
so,
but Edge was retired by then too. Remember?
That's fair.
So, like, the whole go back to the whole Undertaker and Sting thing. They never crossed paths.
I think that's my biggest regret, that match right there, that we never, if there was like a list of matches we never get to see that we wish we could, I think that would be like number 1 or 2 up there at WrestleMania, these two.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and again, the aspect of this connected, more open industry does lead to more possibility and dream match encounters. Not just shows that Wrestle Dream and Forbidden Door that already have given us that a few times over, but there is more realistic possibilities in getting unique scenarios you thought you would never see. And here we are with Adam Copeland in AEW in 2023.
I want to say, I don't want to say I nearly shit myself, but it's just so crazy how the wrestling industry has changed. How you have so many wrestling companies that people can go to nowadays.
Mm-hmm. You know, Adam versus Cassidy.
Oh my God.
That's
orange punch versus spear. Yes, spear him out midair going for the orange punch. Oh, that's
Adam versus Hook.
Adam versus Swerve.
You know,
you talk about giving younger people rubs. Him versus Hobbs.
Oh man. And the amount of young talent that AEW is focusing on their grandest stage right now. Yeah, I mean, you name a few that are mainstays of AEW Weekly. Ricky Starks, Orange Cassidy, Darby Allin, Kyle Fletcher. Just name a few off the top of my head. And that doesn't even talk about the women. I mean, imagine the aspect of Beth Phoenix taking on the likes of Julia Hart or Chris Statlander or freaking Sky Blue or Willow Nightingale.
Or Tony Storm, right?
Imagine Adam and Beth versus Sammy and Ty when she comes back from pregnancy.
Get my money.
Adam and Beth versus Cole and Britt.
Of course, that Breaker D&D is taking time off right now, and I hope that the doctor's mentality and physical capability is okay. Whatever choices she makes, take care of Britt.
As quickly as you said, as quickly as you said, take my money, Noah, I know G's like, take my money for that match.
Well, so this is like so random, but she's on TikTok, and she's been doing a whole lot of like dentist things lately. So
wow, that is her actual other profession.
Her profession, yeah, she's actually doing her actual job.
She misses her trade.
Can we get Britt and Isaac Yankem in a tag team?
Oh God!
The dentist duel.
JJ, there's some crossovers that don't work. I think dentistry and wrestling, you're drawing a fine line between.
DMDDS.
DMD match. You gotta lock your person in a dentist chair and give them a checkup.
Oh my God!
I can't even see Jeff. Like I can see his hand, but I can't see him. Are you John Cena?
Can you guys hear me?
Yes,
yeah.
Yes.
We lost power.
Oh wow.
That's why I'm in the dark, and I don't want to turn the phone on until it's charged enough where I can turn. I was gonna use a fucking flashlight. I don't know where the damn lanterns are. I don't want to be like a Bray Wyatt moment in here.
Oh wow! And I was gonna say with that DDS thing, Jay, with Steve Martin as the special guest referee.
Damn.
I'll be your dentist.
Not
If you
copyright.
understand that reference, you're on the right channel with JJ with the movies. Dude. That was a regional. I'm here for it.
All right, I think that's enough of this madness. Let's go ahead and wrap this freaking craziness up. Bottom line, folks, enjoy life, enjoy wrestling, appreciate new, unexpected possibilities, and just go along with them.
You like that reference, JJ?
Jesus.
I missed it. I'm sorry.
I said with Steve Martin as the special guest referee.
Yes.
Went, I'll
Little
be
soft
your
floors. I get that.
All right, JJ, wrap this party up. This has been fun, but
So that is it for the main event. Before we get to our plugs and shills and everything, I am going to run the upcoming OMN specials trailer, and I'm going to run the Friends of the Multiverse trailer, and then we'll go through and we'll do all our plugs and everything. So we will be right back after this.
All right. He's here, and he's gone again.
And we are back to do our plugs and shills.
Hey.
Nice and easy show today.
Yep.
Well, we thank Josh for sending in the topic about the 4 horsewomen. So if you would like to keep up with Mansfield, you can find him on Twitter at Walking Hymnal, on Instagram at Mallowmangram. Big G, thank you for showing up. Tell everyone where they can find you.
Yes, you can follow me on TikTok at BigBallerG1988. There I have a lot of wrestling content on there and just different videos. Twitter, NoDQ _ BigBallerG. And Instagram and occasionally threads at NoDQ_BigBallerG1988. And that is it for me.
You can find me, of course, as always, on the Instagram, the Renegade JJ Williams, on Twix, as Jeff calls it, at ROWJJ Williams. YouTube, Casa D18 Studios. We thank all of you guys that are watching right now across the entirety of the multiverse of media. Thank you again so very much. As we always like to tell you guys.
Yeah. Hey, JJ, are you a left Twix or a right Twix guy?
You know, I asked Jeff the same thing when he started calling it Twix. I was like, left or right?
Back and to the left. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
My answer to that is I'm
in the
fat.
words,
Give me both.
to take a paraphrase from Rocky Horror, fuck the left Twix, fuck the right Twix, orgy in the middle.
Damn.
Oh,
Damn, he done went there, and if you're not a cast member, we'll explain it to you later.
Of course,
pretty self-explanatory.
Of course, Renegades reviews this month has been Stephen King flicks. I have had to take a brief hiatus due to the fact that my girlfriend came home ill yesterday, and she has been confined to my recording studio more or less. So I haven't been able to get in there and film, but it's giving me the opportunity to get ahead on movies so that hopefully once she goes back to work, I can get in there, knock a ton of shit out, and then be all caught up within a matter of days. So,
Man, I haven't seen Cujo in so long. Seeing that damn dog picture.
I know, right? And the fact that they made Cujo a Saint Bernard is not lost on me, and I discussed that in my review. That one is actually up. You know, the fact that you think about Saint Bernards and you think about how helpful they are, you know, kind of like original service dogs.
Yeah.
And they made this rabid, venomous Saint Bernard is like, just kind of goes to show that everybody's got that little bit of evil inside of them, and when you turn it loose, it can be crazy.
The only reason they made the Beethoven movies to try to get the Saint Bernards their reputation back after that.
I mean, can't really blame them there.
Go back in the archives. If you missed yesterday's episode of Dad's on Wrestling, check out Jeff and I discussing the top 10 wrestling managers of all time.
Yes. Good show.
It was a good show. There were I think there may have been a couple surprises on the list.
Yes.
You know, some names that had to be fought for.
Yeah.
Some names that I fought for and were denied access. And then I get a message the day of being said, you know what? I can't in good faith have this person on there. So I'm going to put the person back on there that I fought you about removing. Because, yeah, they deserve it more than the other person does.
And I'm going to catch shit about it until I get on that plane and try to fly away. So, yeah, that's what it is. Oh, well. The power outage is my karma for that shit.
Paul Heyman is definitely a manager. He has been a manager. He has been an advocate. He has been counsel. He has been a wise man. You're going to have to watch the show and see where Paul Heyman fell because, like I said during the watch along, he is on there. But you're going to have to tune in and see where he fell. A few other notable names that fell on the list. Don Callis is there.
Yes.
Bobby the Brain Heenan is there.
As he should be.
Heenan family.
Scary Sherry is there. And the one who I had to fight for that got removed and then re-added at the last minute, Miss Elizabeth.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That is not fair that I can't defend myself because I want people to watch the show. You suck.
I love you, bro, but now that we're here with some brethren, I have to throw you under the bus on that one more time.
Sorry, Maria Canellis.
I said that Miss Elizabeth deserved to be on the show, and Jeff fought me, and we originally took her off.
Oh, it's so out of context. So out of context.
Throw him under the bus that hit TJS earlier.
Okay, I really don't want to ruin people watching the show, but
Jeff, really quickly, Jeff, because I know you can't see me. No, that's not a Cena joke. But teleporting to the command center via the morphin grid, Datilla is here just in time for the shills and plugs.
Here in the end game.
Oh, sorry I'm late.
No, you're good, girl. You're good.
We only had like 2 topics today. So
yeah, I heard you guys talking about Batman Forever.
Yeah, pretty much.
To Kiss from a Rose.
There you go. No.
And if you'd like to hear Noah karaoke that song, that way we can add it to the ever popular Noah, that's what I call slow jams.
Yeah.
Get off of Eddie Guerrero's car, Noah.
That actually is Eddie's store.
Go ahead. Go ahead and try to justify yourself now that Datilla's here.
Do you really want me to ruin the content for people watching the show?
No, not completely. But I mean, I feel like you deserve to give your side of things to your brethren and to Datilla. Now that she's here, like.
What happened?
So what you're coming into is we were just plugging the top 10 managers of all time show that Jeff and I did yesterday, and I pointed out that I originally wanted to have Miss Elizabeth on the list.
Yes.
And I was talked out of having her on the list by Meacham, only to be text messaged yesterday morning and being told I can't in good conscience have Tracy Brooks, who was put in as her substitute, on the list and ignore Liz. So I'm going to pull Tracy and we're going to reinsert Liz.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And Jeff is going to justify why he said that.
Well, how could you not include Miss Elizabeth in the top 10 managers of all time?
Just let me get to the top of the Empire State before you start fucking shooting me. Jesus Christ. Okay. I feel like King Kong getting bombarded here. So that first bullet's going to get me, and now I'm fucked. All right. All right. First of all, the reason we included Tracy was a sheer butt-kissing move, if I'm going to be honest. I love Trace. I love her husband. Both of them. Dearly. Frankie's one of my oldest, probably is my oldest friend in the business besides Lizzie Valentine. Or legitimately. But we were going to have Tracy be on the list because I very much want to get Frankie said he would do his best to be on the Disney Karaoke show.
Oh, fuck me.
That's right. That's what you get for not paying attention to Mike Night drunk segments. And Tracy would be a fun one too because she's a mom and they love Disney. It'd be fun. Okay. The reason I initially and even into the night and woke up morning going, yeah, I can't do this. At the end of the day, everybody else on the list had a wide-ranging variety of clients they represented and feuded against. Miss Elizabeth, with all the respect and the love in this wrestling world for her, I still, to this day, have the refrigerator sticky magnet announcement to save the date for her and Randy's SummerSlam 91 wedding somewhere in this menagerie of shit I call a house. But everything about Elizabeth's run in wrestling from 1985 up until the very end of her WCW run when she was with Lex, thanks for that, Russo, you shithead, was either with or against one person. That was my initial argument because it was all about Randy. Then, as I went on to the night, didn't sleep, as I do, I thought, okay, yes, that's true. Elizabeth was focused around Randy Savage only way or the other, but she was the straw that stirred the drink of the Mega Powers explosion. at WrestleMania 5, which is the selling point to put her on the list. She, in being involved with Randy, was a part of WWE's first official mixed tag match the following year in Toronto. She was part of a moment that, as I'm talking about it, thinking about it now, I'm getting ready to cry. The reunion with Randy WrestleMania, God damn it all, at WrestleMania 7, where I was 5 months into my fandom, and an 8-year-old boy that didn't even understand what the word love meant. It was still so beautiful that I watch it now at 40, and I'm a babbling idiot about it. She was a part of Randy's career, yes. But when she was with Randy, when she was against Randy, as Flair's ally in the Horsemen, as part of the NWO with and against Randy, she was part of some of the most major moments of every era of my fandom until she retired. So at the end of the day, I talked myself into the idiocy of leaving her off this list. And if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go out the front door and wait for that bus down. Thank you very much.
Straight up Regina George, you.
Not even that, just freaking do which one was it? Fucking Bride of Chucky. Just had that truck just come barrel that best friend over. That dude exploded. That was gross. That's one of the worst kills I've ever seen, and it wasn't even a kill. It was just a sheer dumb. Oh well, yeah, he's dead. That sucks.
Without Miss Elizabeth, there would not be Maria Kanellis. Thank you and good night.
No, and I understand that, and I understand that Miss Elizabeth, like I said, she was so influential. People to this day, and I'm going to get hit by another truck here when she finds out I'm going to say this, and what the fuck ever, I don't care. People said for years that Missy Hyatt was the first lady of wrestling. She even called her book that. That is bullshit. Okay? Missy was a guest on our show. I love Missy. But that's bullshit. Miss Elizabeth was the first lady of wrestling. Period. End of sentence. Because she, unlike Missy's character in World Class or wherever the hell Missy worked before WCW, and even in WCW, her character wasn't classy. Miss Elizabeth, right up until, and even when she joined up with Flair and the Horsemen and was part of the NWO and was doing these heinous things, she still had that aura of class and dignity about her. Right up until like 97 when she was, spray painting Playboys. That was a little much. But again, I had my reasons, and I am a big enough man, Lord knows I'm a big enough man, to admit when I am wrong and say that you can tune into the show now if you want, but that was probably the most compelling part of it. So there you go. However, you still have to tune in to find out who actually topped the list, because there wasn't much of a discussion as to who would be the two people at the top. But it was like, okay, who do we have at the tippy top? And who do we have underneath? That was the question.
Yep. To be or not to be.
That's right. Well, actually, it was one. Actually, it's more like 1A or 1B. But anyway,
or door 1 or door 2, Monty Python.
And what there is no question about, as posted in the comments section.
Yeah.
Big G will be available for Disney karaoke.
That's right.
I looked at my calendar and literally went, because I'm off every other weekend. I was like, okay, work off. November 18th, off.
Nice.
So the question is, like Moana, how far will G go to help us embarrass the simple man with the spectacular voice?
Yeah. If it's a payday week, yeah. Sorry, Noah.
Fuck you.
She was standing in Pennsylvania thinking how much money he had.
Just no Tarzan songs. You'll be in my heart.
No.
You'll have a crying big baller.
No Tarzan when Big G is on the screen with me. It'll be a thing.
I'm actually not familiar with. I mean, I've seen Tarzan, but I don't know any of the songs from Tarzan.
We'll have to talk
Oh,
off
man.
air. If you're on air, it's
Phil-
gonna be a thing.
Phil Collins did the shit right there. That's all I got to say
Enough
about
said,
that.
Phil Collins. All right, Phil Collins, Genesis, one of my favorite
like-
artists ever. There you go.
Arguably, Elton John
My
holds the
heart.
best soundtrack for the 90s Disney with The Lion King.
Yep.
Yeah.
But Phil Collins came behind him and was like,
Nope.
I have to try
I have
and
to one-up
compete
you.
with this. And while he may not have won up to Elton, they're like neck and neck as far as how good a soundtrack they are.
That's been
Both
actually
are bangers.
That's when I actually.
He at
watched
least told
it.
him, "Hold my coffee."
You know,
Yeah.
since we're
Phil
speaking
did
of
a good
Disney,
enough job that they brought him back for Brother Bear to
Yep.
do that soundtrack
I
as well.
forgot that movie even existed.
I never seen Brother Bear because I forgot what it was. It just didn't catch my
I
attention
saw
as
it.
a kid.
I
I've
saw
never liked
Open
Brother
Season.
Bear.
That's the last movie I remember with a bear.
I didn't
No,
never
I
watch
saw it.
Open Season or Home on the Range.
Come on, the range. No.
This is JJ's karma for throwing me under that bus. You're trying to get the show under control, and now he's done fucked. Ha ha.
It's all good.
Anyway,
It's all good.
let's keep this ball rolling. Also,
Shut up.
fuck this karaoke. I'm gonna try my best to make sure I lose my voice in full gear.
But Noah, there's so much good coming up on open mic night the next little while.
Not for me.
Oh, wait, did you guys add that Impact Deepa show? It's November.
The one you messaged us. We haven't even talked about it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I heard about that. I was like, oh, this is unique.
That's the day before, the day after, the 18th.
Hold on, let me double check.
Okay,
we
cool.
did the
Okay, cool.
19th
Yeah.
for the day of.
While
Dadgummit.
they look that up and Noah talks
Hey,
about
Big Z.
trying to lose his voice,
Please.
you want to talk about some people that may have lost their voice in their careers. The next time you'll see the dads will be the top 10 Scream Queens
Yes.
on Friday, October 20th. This is probably going to be another joint list,
Oh yeah, definitely.
as I've already come up with 4 names, and I'm sure they're probably quite similar to the 4 that Jeff will come up with.
Yeah, it's one of those. It's very much like the other evangelist. Okay, we know who number 1. I just gotta figure out the other 9.
You gotta work backwards.
Yeah. And honestly, having met or reacquainted with, in a lot of cases, a lot of them last weekend, it's like, all right, well, we can. So it'll be good. It'll be a fun show. People are asking us, why is it on Friday the 13th? It's like, well, because it didn't fall. The calendar didn't fall that way. And both Noah, JJ, and Noah in this case, and me, we're all busy on the 13th. So
Just a smidge.
So will I.
We'll get there.
Just a smidge. We'll get there. Yeah.
So I double checked. It's actually the day after Survivor Series. It's November 26th. Ultra Impact's Ultra Clash.
That's right. I knew it was after one of the shows we were already covering.
Hey, Big,
All the wrestling.
hey, Big G.
Right.
You'll be here in the.
Stop it! I will ban you from this channel. Stop it!
Hey, you
Not
cannot
copyright.
ban Mr. Reliable.
Well, then I will go back on the couch and pout then.
No, non-copyright, damn it, non-copyright.
Well, okay, no, we've established this. As long as Phil's music isn't behind him, he's good. But on a personal level, no. No, Walter, it's bad Walter.
While we're trying to move along here, Jeff, how about you talk about this real quick?
Hey, I can do that because that's where I used to play all the time. NoDQ.com, of course, the original home of the West Coast Professor, the original home of good old JM and Aaron's channel gave me both those nicknames at one point or another, as we talked about in the chat. You can find the NoDQ.com socials all at the same address pretty much. I did double check the Facebook. It is also at NoDQ.DOTCON. So if you type in those letters with an at in front of it, you will find Aaron's website and his social medias for all the things wrestling that he covers. If you want to follow his cat stuff, it's just at Aaron Rift. And yes, he does. Aaron does recap Raw, Dynamite, although it'll be on Tuesday this week. SmackDown, which is on Fridays. Unless it's taped, then he kind of picks and chooses. But yes, recaps of Raw, Dynamite, and SmackDown every week. And I haven't updated the graphic for the review, so don't go to that yet. Let me bring it up here because the review's on a different day this week too, because we can't just make up our goddamn minds in this room.
I know. That's why I don't worry about doing updated graphics for those, because
well, I mean,
like every week it's a different day.
Well, to be fair, you know, they keep throwing Sunday stuff at wrestling at Aaron, where he can't do the review on Sundays, or in some cases they're just not available. So this week, what day is it going to be on, Walter?
Wednesday at 8 p.m.
Yeah, wait, what day, G?
Eastern.
Wednesday.
There you go.
Is that
There you
part
go.
of
not
an
7,
S
8.
protruding out there?
What's that?
I said, is that part of an S protruding out there?
Yes, I purposely put the thing over the usual Sundays just to prove a point that we keep having to edit that goddamn graphic, and I'm tired of it.
All right.
I made a point to be an arsehole, and I'm allowed. This isn't happening, but we'll play it for every other week. That's cool.
Okay. I didn't know it wasn't happening.
Well, no, that's because we didn't have a chance to talk about it. I'm actually going to see for the first time. Here comes the other bus. I'm going to see Hocus Pocus for the first time on Monday with the kiddo.
You've never seen Hocus Pocus?
I have never. I work for the mouse. I've never seen Hocus Pocus.
Wow.
You got two movies to catch up with. Didn't they make remake it? Or
okay, so yeah, and yes,
that's a capture that shot. Capture that shot. There's the meme for Big G. Capture that shot.
Yeah, Big G lost it. So yeah, I've never seen Hocus Pocus the whole way through, and they're going to show it at our local big, like I don't know if it's IMAX or one of our bigger screen theaters over in Valencia. So Dylan's like, "You want to go Monday?" I'm like, "Yeah, why not?" So then the plan is to watch that in the theater, come home, watch Hocus Pocus 2, and go, "All right, y'all, I saw the movies. Leave me alone."
Well, it is the 30th anniversary.
I know, which is why. But the irony is, I'm going to see that, but I still, to this day, have not seen Nightmare Before Christmas of El Capitan. I'm a bad Disney person. Anyway,
yes,
Jesus. All right, so yeah, Meet Tuesday is not this Monday, but usually, if I'm home on Mondays, we'll get her done.
All right.
Where are we at on the plugs here? Where are we at?
Make sure you follow your barkeeps. Oh, yeah. As Stat Boy was here very briefly earlier as we celebrated his birthday.
Yeah.
You can find him on Facebook, Mike Caldwell, on Twix, LBStatKid1977, on Instagram, StatBoy13. You can always find his cohort, The Stat Girl, on Facebook, Dory Lou Hathaway, on Twix at Hathaway Lou, and on Insta at Dory Lou.
Yes.
I only have the regular graphic in here. I don't think
on it.
Okay.
I'm on it. Go ahead. I mean, go ahead and put the one if you want. I didn't realize we were so behind on uploading, and that's as much my fault. So just give me a second. I've got it. There it is. It's a loading. It's a loading in the system. There it is.
So this week we have Stat Boy Sports Bar on its normal day, Tuesday, the 10th, but it'll be at 11 o'clock a.m. Pacific, 2 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, as they hold happy hour bar talk, mainly because of the Tuesday Night War that'll be that evening, but we will get there a little bit later.
Yes. All right, let me take that one. Oh, there we go. Hey, our buddy Greg Cherry again. This is pretty much universally across the board. If you type at Greg Cherry Brand on any of these platforms, you will find Greg Cherry's outlet for all things Greg Cherry Show. And a week from Wednesday, which, by the way, you're going to hear it here first, and he's going to be pissed off about it. But I'm off the 18th, so I will be part of Luck of the Draw coming up on the 18th, a special episode of the Greg Cherry Show. Normal episode of the Greg Cherry Show, of course, Wednesday, 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 Pacific. Myself, most Wednesdays if I'm off, but definitely Greg Cherry and Maddie Laws doing just basically like this, but only an hour long, because we are the pre-show for Dynamite, and we try to keep it under an hour because, unlike us Saturday nights, we're not completely insane on Wednesday nights. At least we try not to be.
Yes, and then as Jeff showed a little bit earlier, all the stuff we've got coming across for open mic nights.
Yes.
For the remainder of the month. And beginning Tuesday, Lisa gonna die.
Yeah. This is just the announced stuff.
All the wrestling.
That doesn't count Final Battle. That doesn't count Winter is Coming.
Nope.
Oh, Lord.
That doesn't count if WWE throws another December pay-per-view our way.
Please
I'm going to throw it back at them. I'm going to throw it back in their face.
Please don't.
Jesus.
And then, wait a minute.
More.
We got 4 next year already confirmed.
Wrestle Kingdom 18.
Yes, there's that. And then, of course, the first 3 of the year. Well, 4 if you count WrestleMania twice, because we have to count WrestleMania twice. It's WrestleMania. in Philadelphia because the Eagles hate me because I'm a Cowboys fan. So fuck them.
Where me and Big G will be there live.
Oh, you suck. Stupid, ruin my birthday, stupid Eagles. Anyway, they didn't ruin my birthday. I had a good birthday. Oh yeah. There we go. She just got here, but
Hey.
Better late than never.
Yep. Sorry I came in late, you guys.
Oh, good.
Yeah, you can follow me at Rangers of Wrestling, my YouTube channel. I do cover professional wrestling and Power Rangers. We just got through Power Rangers Cosmic Fury, so I should be doing a thoughts and opinions video on the entire season. Also, I did get the Master Morpher, one of JDF's final projects, so I will be doing an unboxing for that. So make sure you subscribe so you can check that out when I release it.
There you go. We just got a $2 super chat from Emmanuel. Says he challenges any loser from the Meacham multiverse.
There are no winners. There are no losers. Don't you listen to Noah every night?
Nobody listens to me, and that's why I like being the man that's not known. I like being the guy that's not known.
I listen to you, Noah.
Nah, y'all are nice.
Walter.
Yeah, on the X, you can catch me at Walter Alex Cruz. My Instagram is at Cal Fires, the correct spelling. And YouTube, Razor Wrestling. If you're into UFC, some watch-alongs are going to start coming when Makhachev versus Islam, which is, oh my God, why am I forgetting? October 18th, I believe.
Yes.
Let me see. What's that? Yes. There we go.
Yeah.
Freaking Jeff.
Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Read the super chat back and tell me I'm wrong. Thank you very much.
Oh yeah, he said yeah.
He did misspell it. Bah.
Who is this Metcham you speak of? Who is
Stop
this
stealing
person?
my shtick. Only I can spell things right.
That's right. Walter has the fat fingers, and we're trying to raise super chat money to get him a giant ass keyboard. Don't you all watch the fucking whole show? Ah! Go ahead.
This is ridiculous.
This is absolutely fucking ridiculous.
Even though he wasn't here today, make sure you check out our buddy James.
That's right.
Follow
He's
him
taking
on
the break.
Facebook, James Hebert.
God.
Twix, J Hebert Side 95. YouTube, J Hebert Side 95.
That's it. I'm uploading it. I can't help myself anymore. Just I gotta get that word over, like Rover. Hang on a second. Go ahead. Keep going though.
Noah.
Yes, again, please follow my ATW family on social media platforms, particularly my friend in her wrestling career across the pond, Megan Chiba. Follow her at Amira J, where she continues to try and prove every day that J is worth more than gold. Proud of you, pal. Keep on fighting. And follow her home promotion, Wood Green Wrestling, is where she got her start. I'm not sure what shows we got coming up. I have to check with her and see how things are. So there's that graphic. And again, you want to follow me? If you choose, then find me on the Twitter and on YouTube and pretty much all those fronts, but primarily Twitter and YouTube for all things wrestling. And Foster 1916. I think that's the only other graphic, but you all know what I do at my simple YouTube channel. I'll put up a simple assessment so I can get some thoughts regarding people's overall simple grade for Fastlane. And of course, you follow my simple YouTube channel. You can stay tuned for more simple predictings and simple takes. Me and Jada has a similar take coming up tomorrow or today, excuse me, East Coast, Wrestle Dream. And then Friday, of course, will be Fastlane. But there you see the times, and there you see the time for that. And as far as the predicting goes, oh, man, so much more fun to come. Next up, Attila, JJ, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time if you choose, October 20th, Bound for Glory. And we'll go from there. Of course, me and Attila will be covering the Bound for Glory pay-per-view. I'm also going to do a fun little pre-season predicting special with the new normal, the General. So stay tuned for more of that as well. That's a special side project I chose to do. And then, of course, there's Turning Point, Crown Jewel, Full Gear, Survivor Series, and NXT Deadline, considering that's what's known so far in season predicting before anything else is announced in the world of professional wrestling pay-per-views. So stay tuned for more on that and other collaboration projects that my boys will be thrown for and thrown towards in conjunction with the Japanese Network Multiverse Media, too.
Jeff, do you see this comment here?
I do.
I'm willing to call the audible if you are, sir. That way we can just have the Halloween broadcast be Halloween themed and not have to worry about trying to shoehorn a game night into it also.
21st.
The 21st is Bound for Glory.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't mind either day, but I was gonna talk to you off air about it, but fuck it. We've all been hit by the buses today. 21st, I'm currently working, but I'm trying to get it switched because I'm going to Day of Days. So I will not be around. I don't know. We're usually done fairly early in the afternoon with that. So I should be home here to do open mic night and help. Since, I mean, you're reading Bound for Glory since we have different commentators since Noah and Attila do that. So if you don't mind coming in late after being at the Peacock Theater all day, well, I'm totally down for the 21st. It really is. It really is either or for me. I'm good with either way.
Oh,
I'm just thinking that the fact that we haven't got anybody that challenged yet.
Right.
But this is a prospective challenger if we move the day.
I am all about a battle of the siblings at the end of the day because that's always fun, and I can't bring my own sibling on because chaos would ensue and reign and be a bad thing. You know what? Fuck it. Let's do it. 21st. We'll do Bound for Glory. We'll take a brief break for the shillings and the things. We'll do the Haunted Hangman. Take a briefer than that break, and then we'll do a mic night. That was it.
Bound for Glory is looking stacked. Freaking Kenta versus Chris Sabin for the Exhibition Championship. Will Ospreay versus Speedball Mike Bailey. Trinity versus Mickey James. And Josh Alexander versus Alex Shelley. And
Don't forget MK Ultra versus Deanna Praza. And
I got mixed feelings about that right now, and I'll talk more about that during City Predicting. But yes, I'm looking forward to that.
And most importantly about Bound for Glory, lest we forget the most important thing about Bound for Glory, especially when it comes to this channel, it will be called exclusively by NOLA. That's right.
New Orleans, Louisiana.
Well, let's see. North LA. I mean, I'm about as North LA County as it gets before you get into Kern County. So yes, I am more than tired of that shit. So much so that I'm gonna post about it on Twix later. Anyway, that's right. I'm gonna post it on Twix later. Anyway, there you go. Twix, get tested. Oh wait, I'm sorry, that was Kicks. Never mind. Go ahead. I don't give it. You know what? That'll be on That's what I call volume music. All the botching. God
damn it!
All the botching, and the serious stuff. Yeah.
Stop it!
Yeah.
Stop it! Damn it! Stop it!
He cheats. He steals.
No, it's one thing Noah doesn't do is lie, cheat, or steal. That's why he's a good game show host.
That was the most press I've ever been under in my life.
No, that's not true.
Sweet Jesus.
That's probably accurate.
Sweet.
Why? Just why?
Why?
Why am
yes.
I put through this?
Make sure you guys tune in on Tuesday.
Oh my God!
For our double coverage of AEW Tuesday Dynamite and my NXT. Damn it!
But you digress.
NXT is looking pretty stacked. So I don't know.
Oh yeah, that was our main event topic before it delved into Batman Forever. Apparently, there you go. There you go. There you go.
I don't think Batman Forever is as bad as Batman and Robin.
Oh, she's definitely one of us. She understands.
Batman Forever is my favorite.
Yes, it's wonderful.
I have always been a Riddler fan.
Yes.
Plain and simple.
I think Jim Carrey did a really good job as a Riddler.
Yes, he did. He did. He's not Frank Gorshin, but he did a wonderful job.
No, he did.
Aye.
I think if they got Ron Williams, it would have been I don't think it would have been any worse, but I think Jim just nailed it. As much as Tommy Lee Jones didn't nail Two-Face, Jim Carrey nailed Riddler by a lot. And if you want to hear more about that, just follow everybody on Twix. Anyway, carry on.
One of these days, someone's just going to show up on the stream with a Twix bar in hand.
That would be the greatest thing of all time. All right.
I don't like Twix.
Oh, you're fired.
Paradise Kitty.
Could be told I'm not a fan of the Twix candy bar either. I just like the fact that we call it Twix because Elon can make up his damn mind what he wants to call his stupid platform. Twix. Anyway.
Yeah, Kit Kats for life, but I need a break.
Yeah, boy. There you go.
I don't like Kit Kat either.
Oh my God! All right, that's it. That's it.
We're talking about promote Paradise Kitty.
Thank you.
Are you quoting Paradise City?
Yes, he is. Guns N' Roses.
I understand how JJ feels now. Anyway,
not copyright.
Not copyright. Hey. But yes, we won't be in Paradise City next Friday because it's all about Sin City. Friday, October 13th, doors at 8 o'clock at Counts Vamped. $10 at the door. Our special guest friends for Along for Ride will be the Bones. But yes, Paradise Kitty celebrating Genocide's birthday. That's JENNASYDE, not celebrating genocide because that would be more than a little wrong. Just throwing that out there now. Yes, please, if you are in the general area of Las Vegas, Henderson, any of the outlying suburbs, please come on into Las Vegas proper and party with us. And it's going to be it's Friday the 13th in Las Vegas with an all-female Guns N' Roses tribute. That's the tweet. Or I'm sorry. That's not the tweet. That's the...
It's a running gag.
Starting to scroll. That's the Twix. All right, anyway, yeah,
that's
please.
the thread.
No,
get your ass to the medals.
That's right.
So we have made it official now, Arlene. So if you want to send that $10 super chat so that you can challenge your brother,
that's right.
It'll be on the 21st.
And I'll work on the graphics tomorrow. All the promotion, all of it. I feel like Disney more than ever. Anyway, Jesus. No. Okay, no. It's not that she's out. We're just gonna have a very serious discussion about candy bar choices when we get off the air here.
I prefer Snickers.
My friend.
Break.
I'm a Reese's dude, personally.
Reese's. I love Reese's. I love Snickers.
They're not perfect, but they're okay. I will say that. The chocolate peanut butter are
okay. If you like Snickers and you like Reese's, you've been redeemed for the moment. Because Reese's is my mom and I's favorite, so we're good.
Don't sleep on peanut chews.
Butterfingers. Okay. So you're also a good my as my dad because my dad loves his Butterfingers.
How do we feel about Payday, Datsilla?
I like Payday.
They're okay.
I like it when the money hits my bank account every other week.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Don't sleep on peanut chews. Peanut
candy
chews
bars. I don't know, but
Milky Way got a Milky Way.
I don't like Milky Way.
Yeah,
I don't either.
Musketeers.
Yeah,
Kit Kat.
No, I don't like Kit Kat.
Kit Kat's on the bars. All right, I got Kit Kats downstairs.
It's subliminal message. I'm gonna want a Twix later on today.
Right.
Obey.
He's gonna go to the gas station on his way to work, and he's gonna fill up. He's gonna grab.
I work at a gas station, so of course.
Look, there you go.
Twix peanut butter are the best Twix.
I don't know about that. I mean, peanut butter has its sources of best taste. What the fuck is happening here?
We're just having a whole discussion about candy.
There, Arlene.
And there's the $10 super chat. Ding. It's Arlene versus Emmanuel in a battle of words on Haunted Hangman.
And a battle of the siblings.
Yep. Yeah.
And this part about our version of the Wheel of Fortune is no Pat Sajak. Yay! Anyway.
Damn.
Because fuck that retiree. Anyway, I don't give a shit. I don't care. It's my show. Fuck that guy. It's a really
God.
21st. Yes, ma'am.
All right. So that's after Bound for Glory. So that's going to be an interesting Saturday night. I probably won't have a voice because, again, I'm going to be calling some great professional wrestling, damn it. So I'm looking forward to that.
But you digress.
Hey, damn right.
He always digresses.
Oh, the fuck.
That's right.
Don't get the Tilla seeing Corey Hart, all right? Damn it.
I wear my sunglasses at night.
Oh wait! I had it. Okay, wait. Okay, there you go. Sorry,
That's
JJ.
what happens when there's two producers.
I know.
What are you all doing? I am not part of this madness. I don't approve of this madness.
But I think it's some multiverse of madness.
Producers, that is why we fail.
That is why you fail.
Wouldn't it be fail is why? You know, because you speak. Never mind.
He speaks third. No, okay, we're not trying to turn this to a grammar lesson. Go play Are You Smart in the Fifth Grader for that.
No, because Yoda doesn't. Never mind.
Wait. Okay. Even that is the background, and me put the Twix logo up. That's what you need to do. You need to put that into the background section.
What we need to do is take it, flip the image so that the X is at the bottom, and then you just put up the TWI.
Dude, send me the picture. I will do that like for next show. I will. I swear to God.
Here? We are freaking losing our fucking mind.
Thanks, Arlene.
All right. Who put the
I agree.
paint chips in the room? Anyway,
The girls need to stick together. And the girl power taking over the championship. What was me? God help us. Oh my gosh.
we're all high on Twix.
Speaking of girl power,
Damn. Yeah. There you go.
Damn it. Now I can't stand up. Thank you, JJ.
What the fuck? I didn't even push that one. What the shit? Stupid computer. God damn. I hate this thing.
What the fuck?
Oh my God.
The rails have been way over there. We did fell off.
Dude. Noah is straight. Okay. Noah. Oh my God, with this mouse. Where did it go? Where is it?
Oh my God.
Where is it? Where'd you put the damn other clip with the mat? Did you get deleted?
Madness happening here, God.
Where did I? There it is.
Oh my God.
These poor Jonas brats, I swear.
Please.
Oh my God.
Stop this madness.
I can't. No, there's no stop it. Ain't no stopping us now.
We're used to going for way longer than this.
Here's one. I'm gonna break you guys.
Jeff,
Oh
Jeff,
God. Here we go.
Hold on a second, G. Jeff.
I can't
As
bring it.
batshit as we're going, as crazy as we're going, we're still going to be done before midnight. Go ahead. G.
Right? Challenge
No.
accepted.
Since Manfield isn't here.
Oh,
fuck
no.
Bill Belichick and fuck Matt Canada.
That's right.
If you know, you know, but I
If you-
don't.
If you know, you know. If you
Canada.
don't, you're the other four. You're the other 2/3 of the room. That's okay. That's okay. Oh God. And there it was.
And I think now is a good time to sign off.
Hey, Big G. What do Matt Hardy and
Oh no.
what do they all have in common?
The answer is not Lita, despite what they said on the No DQ review. Oh my God. We need to get off the air before it gets really bad. Like seriously,
Yeah.
like
I think it's time to sign off.
I think this woman's trying to sleep. Good thing he's on headset. We'd all be dead. Oh my God.
Noah has gone dark.
We lost Noah. Poor
No.
Noah.
The Dark, the special. That's a new CD, damn it.
Noah Foster, the Black Album. Noah,
shit.
Noah, you can't disappear on us because we need you to send us out of here.
The
as you
outro. You
always
got to do the outro.
Oh,
Oh my
So
God.
we want to thank once again Stat Boy Mike for coming in and celebrating his birthday a little bit with us in the beginning. We want to thank Datilla for showing up, albeit late, to hang out with us for some of this zaniness. Want to make sure we thank Mr. Reliable, Walter Cruz, Big Baller G coming back for the first time in forever. The sober Jeff Meacham, even though you would never know it this evening. For the simple man with the spectacular voice who is about to take us out of here, I am the Renegade of Wrestling, JJ Williams, saying thank you very much for joining us for the past almost 8 hours.
Oh my God.
Between the pre-show for Fastlane, and Open Mic Night.
Yes.
We really appreciate it. Thank you to everybody who super chatted. Arlene, we will see you. Forget what the date says, but on the 21st for Haunted Hangman against your brother.
Yes.
We look forward to that. Noah, my friend, take us out of here as only you do.
you all are fucking crazy. I feel like I'm-
AJ, you know what I just realized before Noah goes? You got the reliable Rage of Wrestling, Ranger of Wrestling, Renegade of Wrestling, and we thought Vince McMahon liked alliteration.
Well, we got 3 ROWs here.
Or ROW cube.
This is different. This is ridiculous. R squared brought to you by Twix. The fuck?
I don't even know how that happened.
I don't know either. This is downright ridiculous.
And eventually WWE is going to do that. They went Pizza Hut did it today, so eventually we'll have the Twix match too.
Well, you had Twix. I have Ritz. I also have no more patience for all of you, as I'm going to finally conclude this thing too.
And we ran out of shits to give. No.
Oh, that number ran out. That number went out of zero a long damn time ago.
He's all out of fucks to give on a Saturday.
Go ahead,
Go back
Noah.
in and close this thing out. What an insane episode. This concludes episode 88 of Open Mic Night. Again, God bless you all, but you all need some freaking mercy in your life. And people, you want to know more about me if you dare choose to. Know this. Why? Because I am but a simple man and a lifelong fan of professional wrestling. Damn it! But I digress. It's only wish to encourage you that there are no winners, there are no losers, there are no betters. Just fans with their own opinions, despite off the rails they might be, for this thing that passion we all share. At the end of the day, folks, support one another, respect each other. God help some of these men here. Protect your mentality too. Treasure your families and just enjoy life and enjoy professional wrestling. It's as simple as that. We'll see you on Tuesday.
And just remember, help control the wrestling population. Keep us fans spayed and neutered.
I was trying to Damian Sandow you, and I couldn't keep up.
We will all see you guys on Tuesday for our coverage of Dynamite and NXT. Noah and I will see you guys tomorrow.
Yes.
For our simple take of Wrestle Dream.
Yes.
And until next week and the Saturday Night Shenanigans that are Open Mic Night. Once again, I am your host and moderator, the Renegade of Wrestling, JJ Williams. Thank you all for tuning in. We will see you guys next week.
Have a good night, folks. How does Jay